Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Express Lane, the show that brings you speedruns in 60 minutes or less. I'm your host, Oscar424, with occasional guest appearances from my co-hosts, Galahad and Freya. And forgive the very strange looking and sounding me right now. My computer is currently sick, so we're trying to fix that. But anyway, enough about that. I just want to let you know that we have an absolute fantastic set of 4 runs, and from 5 really cool runners. They're all part of the Frame Fatales community. So if you have a subscription to the GDQ channel, I want to see all of the Ratels, all of the Frame Fatales, emojis, and everything. And as a reminder, because we're going to be showcasing some absolutely super cool Fatales, the next All Women and All Femmes speedrunning event, which is Frost Fatales 2025, is going to be live from March 9th through March 16th, and it's going to benefit the National Women's Law Center. What you got to do during the break is go to gamesdonquick.com/framefatales for more info on what's coming up, or just simply use !FF in that Twitch chat that you are in right now, and you can check out that schedule. But while y'all are checking out that schedule, I better see somebody put an !FF in chat. Tell you about the schedule today. We are, like I said, nothing bangers here. We've got Phasmophobia, we've got Dark Souls Remastered, Super Monkey Ball, Banana Mania, and starting off everything is our wonderful resident deity, Satan herself, who's running Peggle Extreme Grandmaster, and I have been told there is cosplay. I want to see this. So hello.
Hello.
I'm waiting for it to change over. I'm like, oh no. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm both excited and excited, but in a different color.
Oh my god. Hi. So Satan isn't herself on Twitch, or Satan herself. But yeah, Satan isn't herself on Twitch. I'm also Bjorn Unicorn, the protagonist of Peggle Extreme. He's the only one we're going to be playing as today, so I figured I'd pay homage. I hope y'all like it. We're going to be playing Peggle Extreme Grandmaster today. If you don't know what that is, it is a 100% run of this game, so we're going to be doing everything that Peggle Extreme has to offer. And before we go any further and I introduce my commentator, I'm going to say this game's free. It is free. You can go to Steam. You can download it right now if you have a machine that can run it. Go do it. All right, and I have an absolutely wonderful commentator with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Mannequin. I've been Peggle speedrunning for a little while now, not nearly as long as Sane though, and I mainly do deluxe, but I've also dabbled in some of the other like sequels and side games, and this run specifically is a very fun, like very cool to watch category, so you're in for a huge treat tonight.
Yes, I really love this category. It's been my baby for the last, 6-ish months now. We ran it at GDQ 2025, and by we, I'm not using the royal we. I'm saying that Helios WX, who is the world record holder, and I raced it on the main stage. So definitely, if you're looking for some more of this action afterwards, go check that out. It was really, really great. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make a fresh file to get ourselves started. Express Lane. And what's going on here?
Oh.
This doesn't look quite quite right. So
that's me without makeup right there.
Real. But if you've never seen or played Peggle Extreme before, this is an official game. It's the Valve X PopCap crossover. It came out in the orange box. We're gonna hear official voice lines from some of these characters, and we're gonna see characters from Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, and Portal. So absolutely buckle up. This game is fantastic. It's also a really great 100% speedrun. So I'm going to go ahead and give a countdown because our start is going to be on Adventure. So we're going to go ahead and click that in 3, 2, 1, go!
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, so Mannequin, do you want to tell everybody what we're going to be doing here in 1-1?
Okay, so for this category specifically, it is the Extreme Grandmaster version of this run. The Extreme Grandmaster version is playing through all 10 levels in this game but not just doing what you usually do in Peggle, which is get all the oranges, but we also have to get every single peg in all 10 levels, which can certainly be a challenge, but Zane, I'm sure will do great. We also have to complete the 5 challenges that are a part of this version of Peggle, but the way that this run operates, there are actually only 2 challenges that we have to do at the very end of any percent. These first 3 we can technically do within these first 3 levels. This level specifically, the challenge officially is to full clear it, which we plan on doing that anyways, so that should be, yeah, I'd say Zane's doing pretty well.
Yeah, this isn't particularly fast, but luckily we've avoided micro-zen. So there's a special mechanic that the game has for the first little bit. If you get under 6 balls, the game will cheat secretly for you and make your shot better. So I really needed to leave that orange up on the top there to make sure I didn't hit it prematurely, and we're out.
Yeah. So now for the next one, the challenge is to get 300,000 points, which... when you're full clearing all the levels, that definitely helps because at the very end, you're guaranteed to get the 100,000 points from Ultra Extreme Fever.
That's a whole third of what we need, so very important.
A lot of the extra points you would get would come down to like trick shots and getting free ball shots mainly. That's a huge way to get a bunch of points back to back.
Yeah. Although we are missing something very, very important at this phase of the game that would normally help us get a lot more points, which is the purple peg. Also the green pegs as well, which give you powers, but the purple peg gives you a lot more points. Luckily, we have a really, really good generation here of oranges, so we're pretty high up on points. But I am going to need to start freeballing here. As you can see, every single time I land that ball in that bucket, I get 5,000 points. So we're going to just rack that up. Also, every 5 in a row, you get 25k points as a bonus, just like that. And every 10 in a row, which we really want, we get 100,000 points as a bonus. That's sort of our goal here.
Yeah. So you're doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, certainly, but this is a toughie.
Yeah.
One of the... Nice, CMS.
Nice.
Very, very nice.
Okay, so now I'm not really worried about points. I just want to full clear. Make sure that we stay nice and safe. This shot always gets those 3, which is convenient. Yeah, right now I'm kind of just being a little reckless, although leaving that orange on the side there so that we don't accidentally hit it.
Yep.
Because I have plenty of balls, I know I'm going to be fine.
Nice.
The game was almost like,
can I get it? Can I get it?
Oh,
yeah!
nice.
Oh, nice.
I was hoping for that. Let's go. Okay, we have a really, really nice opening shot here. We've actually been doing strategies already throughout the whole run. We haven't really talked about them a ton yet, though. Where I aim all the way to the right side of the screen, and I press 1 time on the left arrow key, and that just automatically does that shot. You can do it at home. Those are called tap strats. You're aiming all the way to the left and right, and then doing taps on your keyboard optionally, depending on what you want the shot to do. I'm going to do something called a pixel shot right now, though. And that's aiming at a very specific pixel on the board. Usually we'll have some sort of help for that, you know, like it'll be on a peg's bright spot called the glint, or on the like geometry of the level or something like that. But sometimes not. Those are mean. We'll see one of those later. This one also has a 350k points requirement. It is usually pretty easy because that first shot gives you a lot of points. But you still do have to worry about it sometimes. Here I'm going to try to do some free balling to try to make sure we're going to get it. Also, every ball that you have left over gives you 10,000 points as well at the end of the level. So that's another way you can help yourself get that requirement. Mannequin, do you have anything else to add?
I don't believe I do.
Yep.
It's totally fine. Have we mentioned the fever meter yet? I already forgot.
No, we have not. Great idea. That's very important.
So that's another element of trying to get a high amount of points is the fever meter on the right. As you can see, every time you hit an orange, you get an extra little ring on the meter, and the higher you go, the more points that the pegs are worth. So a lot of the time, you kind of have to factor in like where you're going to get oranges when in order to get a really good cluster of pegs all at once when you have a high amount on the fever meter, and ideally when the purple is there also, and that'll definitely add up and help you get enough points to clear the challenge. Oh, nice free ball.
Nice.
Nice bank
Got it.
shot.
That's okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's
Ooh.
fine.
Yeah, nice.
We're fine.
That was close. I needed that free ball to get the amount of points as well that I needed. So that was skating by the skin of our teeth, but we did it.
Yeah.
Yay.
So now we just go through all these levels normally, and then at the very end we have 2 special challenges to do, since we already did 3 out of the 5 that are required.
That's right. That's all the challenges that we can do in the adventure mode portion. So now, by beat them normally, Mannequin does mean we're going to full clear most of them.
Ah, right,
Which
true.
is slightly not normal, but
Yeah.
that's okay. Okay. So what I was trying to do there was get a green to set up for a different slide here, but we actually did get all of those pegs on that. That's unusual.
Yeah.
Usually you're able to aim off of this peg and then do a big slide up. It's pretty satisfying. I guess you'll have to watch the GDQ run or my stream to see it. Maybe? Shilling. Also,
You heard her, chat. Do it.
Jimmy's fine. Nothing's happening to Jimmy Lightning that should cause you any concern whatsoever. This game is like not truly an awful block, silly block game, but I did submit it with the note of like, if you wanted to, you could, because yeah, look at this.
Yeah, these are easily
Yeah,
some of the
this is
most
fine.
chaotic backgrounds in all the official Peggle games.
For sure. But yeah, now we're in the Team Fortress 2 part of things, which
Yeah.
is a real sentence.
I'd say if y'all want to watch that run that Satan mentioned, FYI, you can check those out. You check all the VODs out at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And then, of course, Satan isn't herself on Twitch. Yeah, definitely check out VODs for the shows or events on the YouTube channel.
VODs are awesome. That's how I got started, knowing GDQ stuff. Just huge VOD binge. Loved it so much. I decided, why not try
Actually,
my hand at
low-key
speedrunning?
same. Low-key same.
Nice. But yeah, we're doing some tap strats here, aiming all the way to the sides, getting stuff. I'm actually not going to full clear this level, and the reason is because of those challenges that we mentioned earlier. There's a challenge for this level. So all I do here is I clear it normally, and then we're going to do that later. That's because we only have 25 oranges here that we would have to clear, and in the challenge there's 45 oranges, so it's better to just do it now.
Oh.
That was rude.
Yeah. Oh.
That was so mean. Game. Okay, there we go. That's how Bjorn's power can really help you there. I knew that angle was going to be good. And speaking of Bjorn's power, it actually has a really interesting little quirk. It's, of course, itself super guide, so you get to see where your bounce goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the quirk that it has is that it actually changes the amount that your cursor moves when you tap the keyboard. So while I was doing that little strat where I tapped 5 times, I couldn't have had Bjorn. I would have had to reset if I had hit a green, because otherwise it just wouldn't have worked. Here we do have a challenge that goes on in this one later, but I do try to full clear this one every time I enter the level, just because it's really hard. So I find it worth it to try. But sometimes you just fail if it's not going well.
Yeah.
Right? Well, this could be good.
Yeah.
I don't mind this beginning. Nice to use Bjorn for otherwise somewhat difficult.
For those that might just be tuning in and seeing this game for the first time, again, free game, mind you, so y'all better go download it.
Yes.
Get the very basic overview of how do you clear, like the different the purple versus the blue versus the green versus the orange pegs. Like what does it all mean?
What does it all mean? What does it all mean is a very deep and important question. But there's nothing really different about hitting each of the pegs. They don't have like different physics. But there is something really interesting to this game where when you boot up a level, the positions of all of the colors of pegs are going to be different than they were the last time you booted up the level. So there's actually a lot of RNG in this game, and a lot of things that you have to kind of adapt to. Like I don't know where the oranges are going to be each time I start, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Also, the pink or purple peg, the one that gives you lots of points, will move every single shot, not just every time you boot up the level.
Yeah.
So, complexities.
One thing I really like about Peggle running is that there's a lot of improvisation to it, which makes it very exciting to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You never get tired of Peggle running. I mean, I've been running this game for about 3 years now. I can just anticipate continuing to because I don't see why not. It's very replayable.
Yeah.
Loads of fun. And yeah, we have a super supportive and helpful community as well if you are interested in running this game. We have a big Discord. I'm a mod in there. We have resources for almost every game. I made a guide for this game for any percent and for EGM. So if you want to try either category, you can. And any percent is where I'd recommend starting. It's pretty accessible starter category for sure.
A lot of great fan games too. Like there's Fevers, of course, and a bunch of other like fan-made level packs that people have started running as well, which is very fun to do.
Oh yeah, the fan stuff in this game is great. Fevers is a fan game that we made as a community, actually. I participated in it. So if you want to see some of the work that I did to that, I did that, not for that, to it. Yeah, maybe that's accurate. You can download it for free and play it if you own Peggle Knights. Which is often on sale for like $1.
Yeah. Basically free a lot of the time.
Yeah. And here I'm going to do a nice little shot here. Oh, did not get that, but that's fine. We have enough balls that it's not a problem. Right there. And good. Successful boom clear. Love to see it. All right.
Hey.
This is the last one where I feel like you could probably fail it in a live run if you weren't being careful. So might focus up
portals.
A little bit here. Yes, it's the portal. The portal section of the run begins. We said bye to TF2. We're in portal now. Now we're working with portals.
The original Peggle portals were kind of a thing, but they were a little bit rare. So it's nice to see like a little marathon of levels that work with portals. It's a interesting little change to the mechanics.
It's true. Yeah, there's Peggle Extreme is actually pretty different, I would say, design philosophy-wise, than a lot of the other games. I don't really know why that is, but there's only one level with moving pegs, and there's a bunch of levels with portals, which is just quite different than the standard experience. All right, I did that because I really want this green to be able to do this shot. Hopefully it'll go well. It did.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, you always want those nice shots. And then these are really hard to get rid of in general, so you take advantage of Bjorn when you have it. I'm trying to get free balls, but I also have a lot of balls here, so I'm not super concerned. This I just made a strategy for literally while we were setting up this run.
Yeah.
Come on. See how annoying this is? That's a solid object, so you can't actually shoot directly at that peg. You have to shoot
I
off
gotcha.
of the solid object. Good fun. Cool.
Somebody in chat just asked what was the most number of bounces that you've seen on like the Ultra Extreme Fever screen, which...
Oh, great question. I have no idea, but there's definitely someone out there who tracks that.
Yeah.
Knowing the Peggle community, there's definitely somebody out there who knows. And there's definitely also, we actually built into our splits, our auto splitter, a fever timing.
Yeah.
And so you can see how long the fevers have taken, because they can be really, really long. One of the strategy things in this game is to, just like I did last level, aim directly into the free ball bucket. And then that'll save you time. Also here we have a series of 4 pixel shots that obliterate this level. The only thing you have to do is really make sure that you don't have all of your oranges in the way of those 4 shots.
Yeah.
Which I know I don't, so we're good. I just have to execute them properly. Oh. That's interesting. I really hope that doesn't mess up this. It did. Cool. Okay. This is problematic. I'll do this first.
Nice. almost.
Why would you not do this? Why would you do this to me? That's
Game,
so mean.
please.
Okay. I think the only way I do this is... Oh, I get lucky!
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's the way I do it.
I would have lost my mind. Like,
That's
all right,
the
I'm
awesome
done.
thing about Peggle speedrunning is you can
Oh,
just do
wow.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Just whatever.
Oh,
Q Dashboard knows it's on the GDQ channel. All
Wow.
right, thank you so much for that.
Finn, this is problematic. Also, Satan, 2 goated shots.
Well, I planned. I'll take credit. Fine,
yeah.
if you want me to.
There you go.
If you really want me to. Okay, well that was awesome. Moving on. This is the last normal level in the game. But if you remember, we do have 2 levels that we did not full clear, and we still need to revisit and challenges. So we're going to full clear this one, because we've got to. And then we'll go to those. This one's also another Portal reference. By the way, the characters that you hear throughout this game are Heavy from TF2, GLaDOS from Portal, and the G-Man from Half-Life 2. This game is awesome. Please
Yeah.
play it. Yeah, here, this one also has a series of pixel shots that basically just destroy everything. You just have to execute them properly, be able to, know what you're doing, more or less.
Very nice. Yeah, it's a very nice safety orange on the top right. That's the best you can get for avoiding full clearing the level early. Or not full clearing, but clearing the level early.
Yeah, and I don't have to worry about points or anything like that, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it. Nice.
That's
That was really efficient, that level.
Very nice.
And then we have 35 gold pegs right here. As you can see, the game has upped the amount of oranges we've got on our screen. 35 to 20, from 25 to 35. So I'm going to not full clear. Actually, I forgot I already did it.
yeah.
I'm just going to get the oranges, and I'm still resetting for not having the green there. You know what? Fine. I'll play it your way.
Ah.
Trying to maybe stall out the game by getting rid of all the greens so that I could do the opener. Does not seem to have worked. That's okay. Let's do it ourselves.
Nice.
That's why Bjorn is in this.
Yeah.
It just works. Thanks.
Let's do
Peggle
free
has a sense of
ones.
humor, can't you tell? Nice. Wow. Okay.
All right.
I'm sad I spent that time resetting because that was really fast. And then we're gonna do this. This is our last full clear, our last ultra extreme fever. So chat, get yourselves ready. Time will happen when we click the continue button after our last after our ball falls into whatever free ball bucket we're gonna put it into. I'm already telling you that I'll probably get this first try. This level's really consistent. I almost never have any problems with it. If I have problems with it, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't see that.
RNG manipulation or something.
Exactly. RNG's bad. It's just, don't worry about it. This one gives you, by the way, 45 orange pegs. So as a standard clear, it takes a long time, which is why we save the full clear for right now.
Love Bjorn with
Since
the
we are
machine
full
gun.
clearing, I gotta... Yep, Bjorn with the machine gun. Look at him. I wish I had a prop of machine gun to also have.
Yeah.
I'm not being faithful to the character. Get me out of here. Okay, I gotta be kind of careful about this. Okay, we're fine. And
Look when you look at
time is
those two
coming up
heavies.
really soon.
Oh,
And that's time.
nice.
Yay.
GG's.
What
Oh,
time
that was
that?
awesome. That is gonna be over 20 minutes.
About
Actually,
20
no,
minutes?
it's almost 20 on the dot.
Okay, that's my fastest marathon run to date. Very good.
At 20 minutes and 2 seconds.
Nice. Okay, yeah, that's less than 2 minutes away from my PB, which for a game with a lot of randomness, that was really solid.
100%.
So very happy with that. Yeah, nice, 22. All right, thank you for having me. My name is Satan, or Satan Isn't Herself on Twitch. I do stream this. I stream lots of other Peggle stuff as well, and I stream all sorts of stuff. I've gotten real variety lately. Plants vs. Zombies speedrunning and randomizer stuff, Kaiser Platinum Ironman, World of Goo speedruns, which I'm going to be speedrunning at Frost Fatales 2025, all sorts of other stuff. Yeah, so if you want to see more speedrunning things and want to see me do silly stuff like this, definitely come check out the channel. And thank you so much for having me, Asuka. I'm so glad I got to show this run off again. And it's been a real journey. I've now shown this off at 3 GDQ things, and each time I've gotten a faster time. So I'm really proud of that.
Hey.
Yeah, definitely come learn this run, come play this game. Mannequin, where can the people find you?
Hi, you can find me on Twitch at mannequin_Z or Z, depending on where you are. I mainly do Peggle Deluxe, but I've also done other miscellaneous Peggle runs. I'll also probably do more casual, like playthroughs of different games and speedruns of other things pretty soon in the future. And actually, just recently, I reached a follower goal, so I promised that I would do the EGM run of Deluxe, which that's doing all this for the entirety of Peggle Deluxe, which... if you want to see that, be sure to check out my channel. I'll be doing that very soon.
That's 55 levels, by the way.
Yeah.
55 levels.
It's going to be very interesting.
I've done it. It's a marathon. It's really good. So definitely go watch that. Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
It was fun. Thank you so much. And again, GG's one more time to Satan for an absolutely amazing run with the super fast marathon time. And before I send you off to your hydration break, you know I got to do it again, friends, because you know GDQ has an official hotfix role in the GDQ Discord. You keep tabs on upcoming events, talk to staff, and a whole bunch more. So, be first person to put !Discord in the Twitch chat. Hello again, friends. We're back with some more Express Lane, specifically the Patel mentioned Express Lane. What? Just a reminder, or just heads up, see the shirt? I like this shirt. I like this shirt because it is Season 4 2024 GDQ Hotfix shirt, and it's super cute and it's super comfy. So if you are interested in getting it, it has all like the shows and everything on it. It's super cute. Head to theyeti.com/GDQ and you can pick that shirt and support GDQ Hotfix. Shows like Express Lane, shows like Obviously You Saw Before, shows like Parallel Universe, which one of our commentators just happens to be a co-host of. But enough of me talking. We're going to move on to our next run, and that is going to be Monkey Ball Banana Mania 100 stage randomizer with Snowball SMB. So Snowball, take it away.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Snowball, and this is a run. This is Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, a lovely little remastered collection of all the stages from Super Monkey Ball 1, 2, and Deluxe, packaged up into one with a few fancy little modes, and also a really cool modding scene that put a randomizer mod in. So we're going to shovel up all these stages and see what the game gives us. But I am being joined by two lovely commentators tonight as well.
Are you?
Okay, one of us has to go first. We both start talking at the same time. Oh, the classic. This is why we're supposed to figure that out before the run.
You're first in order. I always abide by the order.
Yeah, but okay. Well, you made the mod, so that's more important.
Yeah, but I'll get to that after. Go ahead. You first.
Fine. I'm Helix. I, at one point, held most of the records in this game, so that's cool. That's why I'm here.
And hi, I'm Swimfly. I hold most of those records that Helix holds.
Yeah.
Wow. As well as being a modder for this game. I make all sorts of mods, including the randomizer. I'm sure we'll talk about it a little more in depth, but this is a combo of mods. The randomizer is an external tool I made that works with a mod that replaces the courses in game with a modded set that you can create outside the game with anything, but the randomizer tool just kind of makes it easier for you to make something like this. I do a couple other mods. I'm sure I'll talk about that at some point, but that's it for me.
Okie dokie. one thing you may have noticed when I selected my character, there was a voice line that the announcer said that was custom character. That's because Amy Rose is not in the base game. Shoutouts to the modding scene for getting custom characters going, and also shoutouts to Deadline SMB for porting over the Amy Rose DLC from Banana Rumble into Banana Mania and giving me early access so I can show her off in events like this.
I think this is like the third or fourth like Monkey Ball run for some event that Deadline has been shouted out specifically for reasons like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
All right, I'm going to give a quick countdown, and then we are going to be off. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope that this is not unused air hockey.
I think it is. Good luck.
Swim fly!
So a fun feature of the randomizer, there are 4 stages or I think it's 4 stages in the game that have challenge mode variants that went unused in the original game. So they're unfinished versions of stages that are not normally used in the game. Since the randomizer can call any stage at any time, it can call the unused stages. So this is one of those stages, and I thought that it'd be really fun if it started out with this. Very nice. That is probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest, of the unused stages.
Oh, it's absolutely the hardest.
Yeah, no. Original stage mode air hockey. It's moving very fast, but they didn't. In the actual original Monkey Ball 2, air hockey is. Oh, this is a weird strat for dynamic maze. I've not seen this before. They turned the goal 90 degrees on air hockey when they moved it over to Banana Mania, and they did not change it back for original stage mode, so it's moving more side to side than it is forwards and backwards, which makes it even harder to get in.
Yeah, pretty much what you have to go for and hope works on original stage mode air hockey is line it up with the side of one of the goalposts and hope that you get a goal tear where you just sort of like, I don't know, is it like you clip through the goalpost and hit the goal tape?
A little bit.
Something like that. Oh, hey, seesaw bridges. This stage is long.
Oh boy,
Honestly,
all
we
right.
don't really know.
Stage is long, but it's got very fun movement for me.
It is kind of fun to just like try and play the stage quickly.
It is worth noting that I did look at the seat beforehand just to make sure that it wasn't too crazy.
I just fell off of seesaw
Too many
bridges.
problems for Snowball, as well as something that we don't really have to talk about now, but I mean we can kind of talk about it if you want, which is the warp goal situation.
Let's save the warp goal situation for when one inevitably shows up.
Sounds
it's
good.
It's funnier if something happens and we don't bring it up first.
The best part of the randomizer.
For sure. I think we should probably talk at least briefly about general movement. This game is not like the originals, in the original games, diagonals are the strongest input. That is not the case in this game. Just directly forward is the strongest input. Although the general speed is actually faster in this game, you have a faster top speed. So, yeah, certain strats are similar and certain strats are way different between this game and the original. Challenge mode screen.
Yeah, I wanted to wait for a specific time on the timer before I started going because I sort of know that if I do the same general inputs at that time on the clock, I can catch the screen when it's a flat staircase and just bounce down without needing to hit the pause button to pause the stage animations.
Timer cues are huge in this game.
Also, really quickly worth noting that bonus stages in this game function the same way they do in the originals and in base game Banana Mania. You can just die and skip playing them.
How this stage works.
The classic trampoline's dead cycle.
Dead cycle, let's go!
Certain cycles on this stage just do not send you high enough to actually make it to the next layer.
I think I'm hitting 2. Yeah, and then another one.
There it is.
Wow.
There
So
we
you
go.
have to, you
Eventually.
kind of have to know when those are and be ready for them, or do a strat that avoids them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think with okay, I'll go for the just going through the boxes strat once. I think I was getting when the first dead cycle shows up on trampolines mixed up with second load because I'm pretty sure it's one later on second load.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, that's
And-
another thing about this game. The second time you load into a stage, so like after a retry or a fallout, it acts very slightly differently. I don't want to get too much into it, but this game is weird.
Essentially, that first spiral in where it shows the text is what we call first load. It's a different animation cycle than the second time and every other sequential time the stage loads in. That's the short version, some strats.
Yeah, it subtly changes things, but on stages with platforms that bounce you up into the air, it makes those bounces significantly different for some reason. If you go and play Jump Machine, it's most notable on that stage.
Not gonna lie, I saw Civ and like my brain thought the name was Steve for some reason. I just got very confused.
You know, you're not the only one who's thought that.
Really?
Sometimes I will call the stage Steve as a joke.
Yeah. Steve's in this game now.
That's true. Thanks, Deadline. This stage is incredibly difficult. They didn't actually change it at all between Monkey Ball 2 and this game, but it is more difficult to be precise in this game, and also collision is somewhat more consistent. So the Civ itself will actually hit you more often than it does in Monkey Ball 2, because sometimes it'll just clip right through you. Nice, well done.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Very
Snowball
nice.
needed to be exactly in the center of that last platform there in order to not get owned.
All right, this is a tough strat.
This is the first warp goal.
Yeah, what's it gonna do? All right. So
Oh, no
good
funny.
start.
Okay.
yeah, so warp goals. Funny enough, that warp goal actually had the
That was vanilla.
yeah,
Yeah, that
had
was the default green goal.
that had the normal warp distance. You can randomize warp goal strength. So all of the warp goals will have, there's a set range that they can warp me. And, oh, this is OG curvature.
Oh,
So
this
close.
This one's tough. This one is one of the hardest stages for me in the entire game because that final wire is incredibly narrow, and of course, it's like 20 seconds into the stage.
But yeah, as we were saying, you can randomize the distances of warp goals. And there's something funny you can do with that I still don't think we should entirely mention just yet.
No, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, yeah, it'll happen, I'm sure. Also, to be 100% clear about original stage mode, they nerfed some stages. This was one of them when bringing them to Banana Mania from Monkey Ball 1 and 2. So the original versions of these stages, the unnerfed versions, were put into original stage mode. And as you can see why the stage got nerfed.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, this one is, Swimfly, you gave me a brutal starting seed here.
It gets better, I promise. It gets better.
Thank you for the reassurance. Also, up in the corner and when there's the stage pen in on first load each time, it says original stage mode. Original stage mode does not normally have 100 stages. It normally has 23, but you can set the randomizer to have the course definition overwrite specific modes. And I just always have it over original stage mode because one of the okay, I'm struggling on this. One of the modes that you can overwrite is SMB2 Marathon, which is one of the challenge mode modes. And you cannot menu retry on stages in challenge mode. If you do that, then it will restart the entire course. But in story mode and any of the special modes, if you click retry, it'll only retry the stage. I am about to turn on the jump feature.
I wouldn't even
Game has
blame you.
jumps.
That's true, it does.
Yeah, you know what to do. I want to see all of the energy sent to Snowball right now.
There we go.
Well
Nice.
done.
I was going to actually turn jump mode on if I fell off that attempt. Wow, we've got zigzag slope right after. This is just Another pretty long movement stage, but unlike curvature, it's not almost certain death 24/7.
This one's like not difficult at all unless you're really trying to optimize it.
Yeah. It's a very, very cozy stage.
So I think we got through like the most important parts of another bonus stage. Got through the most important parts of this. Fun fact: Mobius was where the one glitch in this game was discovered.
Yeah.
Switch storage. If you know, you know. Hopefully, Invisible shows up and we get to show that off.
I'm only going for this strat once because I don't like this strat, and this strat does not like me, so I am going to go for
That was so close. You almost
so
nailed
close.
backup strat. I think it's the third stair, go to the middle, fall off.
it. Nice.
Know your backups.
Yeah, especially for randomizer when you can get one of any of the like 350 plus stages in this game.
This is risky.
It might not be over 350. It's at least over 300.
Okay, good. Ooh.
Ooh.
21, all right.
Forward warp goal.
When we explain the silliness of the warp goal randomization, you'll understand why I was a little bit nervous about taking a red goal that soon after curvature.
Yes.
Hadn't even considered that.
Ooh, another warp goal.
Oh,
So green goals can send Snowball forward up to 5 stages, and red goals up to 10 stages.
Too fast. Let's pump the brakes a little bit, Amy.
Normally, with no modifications, green goals would skip 1 stage and red goals would skip 2.
However, when there's no
Uh-oh.
warp text, that means that something has gone wrong. And by that,
Something
I mean it
happened.
has gone right. You'll notice we are back on a stage that Snowball just played. Warp goals can also be randomized to send you backwards.
Yep.
Up
So,
to -5 backward and up to -5 on red goals, -3 on green goals. So that was
Yeah.
only backwards 1. That wasn't the worst it could be, but it did happen.
Yeah.
explain exactly what's going on here. Green goals have a warp distance randomized between -3 and 5, and red goals are randomized between -5 and 10. So the whole problem with going into a red goal right after curvature is that if Snowball got really unlucky and was sent back 4 or 5 stages, she would have had to play curvature.
Like curvature again.
Yeah, and curvature was not my friend today, so I am very thankful that that red goal showed me some mercy.
so
Curvature
with
is
the
nice.
warp goals, like once you've gone through them once, and say in that case, Snowball went back to Hoppers, does the warp portion like deactivate, or
It remains the
Can you
same.
just get
So if
into
you
a-
were to go through
okay.
it again, you would go back the one again.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
jeez.
the thing about warp goals is there's always a blue goal on the stage as well. So if you try the
Oh,
warp
I
goal and it
gotcha.
sends you backwards, then next time you get there, you just go through the blue goal instead.
okay,
Yep.
that makes sense.
There are stages with 3 goals. So sometimes there are stages with a blue, a green, and a red goal. And some of the time, it is not optimal to go in the red goal. 'Cause if it sends you back 5 and the green goal sends you forward 5, sometimes you just gotta go in the green one. That wasn't a hint, I promise. That was just like a hypothetical. Like, I promise, like, across my heart, that was not a hint of any kind.
Ominous foreshadowing? Ominous foreshadowing, question mark?
Oh, I'm a good noodle. I behave.
Just,
Spoiling.
just having flashbacks to the one event run of this that I had where Serial Jump showed up and both of the warp goals were max strength backwards.
That's awesome.
Sorry,
I
that's our
like how
third
someone said
bonus
it's
stage.
good noodle. Said it's good noodle, and then all of a sudden, silence. That was a vote of confidence, right there.
Look,
No-
if you
nobody has
know
faith in me.
swim,
Nobody has faith in me. I do funny things, and then people get mad at me. I'm currently working on a mod that puts Super Mario 64 in this game.
What?
That is true.
Like just straight up Super Mario 64 Mario. Not like put him in the ball as like a character. Like all the physics, all of that.
yeah, all of his movement, everything.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I make fun things, and then people get mad at me.
Also, that was the that was the first stage of the series in the 29th stage slot.
Yes. Warp goal
Alright,
5.
that's-
Nice.
that's
Wow,
pretty
right
good
to the
work.
green goal.
Nice.
Good free fall.
I need like all the good warp goals after curvature.
Ah, yes, last stage on stage 33. It used to be called AV logo in Monkey Ball 2, but because AV no longer exists, RIP Amusement Vision.
No, this was created by. Nice try.
That's true. This is created by AV logo is SMB1. It was the AV logo though, and it was called created by because it was created by AV. But because AV no longer exists, they had to get rid of that and just rename it.
And they kind of reshaped it too. Like, I mean, the AV is still there, but it is not the same shape as the old logo.
Yeah, well, because they incorporated the logo into the level design, so they had to do something.
Yeah,
about
they had
it.
to do something with it, but
Yeah.
the original stage is just straight up the AV logo.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
The
Sure.
normal one.
34
Sure.
stages later.
Yeah. So, well, that's nice because now you got to see how quickly that stage moved in SMB2, and now you get to see how they nerfed it.
Yeah.
Good old Blur Bridge, nice easy stage from all 3 difficulties extras in Super Monkey Ball 1.
I believe the first extra stage in every SMB1 difficulty.
Yep. Eating floor. I don't
Sorry,
think
no,
the
too
floor is
interesting.
nutritious.
Whoever ate it might disagree with you.
I don't know. I need to see the nutritional facts.
That daily value of floor.
That it does. Now we got the first stage of deluxe mode. Wow, a lot of first stages are showing up. And we also had last stage. This is an interesting seed to be sure. I'm having fun with
waiting
it so far. Oh, we
waiting
need a
with
lot.
bated breath for the next warp goal or for like the next ridiculous level. There are a whole lot of stages in here that could ask Snowball to do something very difficult.
Alright, I'm gonna just go for the safe strat.
I
Go,
respect
go up
going
here.
for the cool thing there.
There we go.
Nice.
Has anything from reverse mode shown up yet?
Don't think so.
That's unusual by this point. If
This stage is in reverse mode, but we did not get a reverse version of it.
If reverse mode free throw does not show up, I'll be genuinely surprised because I feel like every single seed I play has it somewhere. That stage is like the constant. Alright, I'll try this green goal once, but this one's kind of hard and it takes a while to get to. I swear if this takes me backwards, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay, thank you, game.
Nice.
Forwards. Again.
Another vanilla green goal strength.
Yeah, there's a couple of those in here.
This is such a tame randomizer so far, outside of like original air hockey and curvature.
Give me a minute.
That's what I'm worried
I
about.
checked
Like,
the
what are
seed.
you cooking?
Check the seat.
So I'm trying to portray the good noodle status.
Another
I'll be
bonus
okay.
stage.
Oh, Swing Shaft. This stage is really, really fun. Gonna wait a brief moment at the start, and hopefully I don't get too deep a clip over here towards the end. Nice.
This is a great example
Very
of a
nice.
strat you should not do in Monkey Ball 2 because collision is less consistent and you are very likely to not get collision and just fall in the hole.
Yep. Have we explained
see
cam
some-
locking?
We have not. I see something
Well-
in chat that I'll respond to after, but cam locking really quickly to touch on that. This game has a manual camera, not in every Super Monkey Ball game, but in this game you can use the right joystick to control the camera. By holding it perfectly down, the camera will never move from behind your player, making it very consistent for lineups and stuff. So it's just a very, very useful tool. It also just helps you see a little bit better with the way the camera is angled in this. So it's very nice.
Distance of 5 on that red goal, alright. Got lucky again.
I see something in chat. Oops, all air hockey would have been funny. Fun fact, the randomizer has a couple of troll seeds in there. Honestly, I don't remember them all at this point, and I made the thing. But there are a couple of troll seeds in there, including some usernames of people in here that if you throw them in the randomizer, you will get specific seeds. And just, I'm pretty sure it's just like a set of stages or one stage. Depends on who you put in, depends on what you put in.
That's very good.
Let's just roll for like 30 seconds, why don't we?
Yeah, we're hanging out for a bit now.
Like
Good old-
90%
good old
sure
swirl.
they're all postmodern healers.
There's no way my name is not an Easter egg.
Oh, it is. I'm 90% sure it's all postmodern.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought it would have been the stage helix. Should be 99 postmodern and then 1 helix.
True.
There is a
There's volume.
stage very, very late in the SMB2 Master Extras called Helix.
stage mode.
It's maybe the hardest stage from Super Monkey Ball 2. That one is a tough cookie.
It's up there. I hope that we see it.
That was another original stage mode variant, by the way. That was original stage mode's variant of soft cream in the lava background.
The theme of first and last stages keeps coming up. Teapot was the last stage in Monkey Ball 2 Advanced, Extra, and Metamorphosis
And
is the last
Destiny.
stage of SMB1 Expert, and now we get Destiny, which is the last stage of SMB2 Master.
30-second auto-scroller, let's
SMB2
go!
Master
Yeah!
Extra, to be clear. Yeah, this is another.
Let's
Wonder
go!
Well, in that case, I'm going to cut in really quickly, and y'all watching should be tuning in to Speedruns 2025 from February 27th through March 2nd. And if you have experience in any of the runs and are interested in actually commentating for the English restream, and chat, I told you to get another exclamation point chance, so use exclamation point Speedons. It's SPEEDONS in chat right now to be super awesome and learn more and apply before February 12th, which is coming up soon, friends.
There's a Monkey Ball run, Monkey Ball 2 run in that marathon that I am looking forward to. Fun fact about Destiny, technically I'm lying when I say that every stage from Monkey Ball 1 and 2 made it into this game, because Monkey Ball 2's last stage was actually a rotating Nintendo GameCube, but of course, because this game isn't on the GameCube, that didn't make any sense, so they made it Destiny instead. Same deal with Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, that wasn't released on the GameCube, so they had to change that stage. Nice green goal there. Uh-oh. No Vortex.
Oh.
Oh,
There we
come
go.
on.
The auto-scroller again! Yeah!
This is...
There's,
This,
Goodness.
I'm
there are
having
the shenanigans I've come to expect from Swimfly.
I'm having
I would-
flashbacks to the Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble race at GDQ when Swimfly was just yelling at the top of their lungs during both instances of Manhole.
Let's go, manhole!
I would be so tempted to read that for Speedruns again just to play along with it, but
Oh, that would have been good. We should have let you. That would have been funny.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
There's
30
also
seconds
Antlion.
of rotating cube. Yeah.
The difference between Destiny and Manhole from Banana Rumble is Destiny, like, can sneak up on you and get you a couple of times.
Oh yeah, it's a tough stage for sure. Alright, do not take the green goal.
I know.
Alright, good.
I don't normally do that strat with jumping over the button and then jumping over the hole, so I'm actually really glad that that worked.
Yeah,
I
that
don't,
is not a super consistent strat.
I don't think
It's
I've
cool,
done that
though.
strat in like a good 2 years. It only saves like a second at most.
But it's cool.
Alright, I'll go for the fast strat here once. Oh, cool.
Nice.
nice.
That is not easy.
Tricky bounce on the outer rim.
That stage has a much easier variant that's just called Bowl. That does not have a giant hole in the middle of the bowl. And that strat is significantly less punishing if you mess it up on regular Bowl.
Well, also the thing on Bowl is you can just skip directly to the goal. There's no need to bounce on the wall like that because the starting platform is actually closer.
True.
That's true.
So it's much easier in multiple different ways.
I'm glad Swell did not decide to destroy me. Alright, cool strat, hopefully.
Ooh.
That should work.
Yeah, that's a frame.
Yeah, 36 works.
I'm
Oh.
putting that back on
Athlete.
first load. We're running that back.
Alright.
No one saw
Fair
that.
enough. So this is a stage where we talked about first load and second load before. The strat that Snowball's going for, it only works on first load.
Yes. It's also a pause strat.
Yeah, these don't happen very often. That is a working frame. Pause strats in this game work differently to the originals, where the original game, your movements were continued when you pause. What I mean by that is when you pause in this game, the game stops reading your controller and just has you hold neutral. So because of that, if you're in motion, that little bit of precision that you normally get from a pause strat kind of goes away, unless you want it. There's a couple stages where you want it. Maybe we'll get to one of those. But in this case, gerbils is not one, but thankfully, since you sit still and wait for a timer cue, you can just kind of pause and repause as many times as you need to get that back.
In the meantime, 8 bracelets has 2 warp goals, and that was really good. Warp strength of 8 all the way to 71.
8 bracelets with the
And another warp goal here on
8
Hill.
strength warp goal. Let's go.
Oh, true.
There's no way this warp goal is going to be a good nice forward boost, right? Like I feel like the red goals have been far too kind for this green goal to be nice to me, and I keep hitting the base of the blue goal hill. You really don't want to hit the base of that hill when you're going for this setup to get up to the green goal, because that sort of takes you off the line that you need to be on. There we go.
Nice.
I'm very surprised.
Wow. Another vanilla green goal. What is up with that?
Did this seed just like sort of use all of its strength up in the first 14 stages? I'm confused.
You gotta have a little bit of fun. You
Oh,
just have to go forward sometimes.
I'm going with the funny strat on this stage
Yeah.
because
Content.
it's funny.
It is funny. Okay, that was really close.
Come on. Rolling off of the party ball. There we go.
I love that
Nice.
Huh.
So, yeah, you can catch up to the goal as it's falling before it passes the death plane at the bottom of the stage. So, even though it's a lot harder than the usual strat, I just always like to do it because just vibes. Also, I think this is OG. Oh, this is definitely OG clock phase. Ooh.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, OG clock face. Also, this is the final stage of
Come on.
SMB2 Master. Not Master Extra, just Master.
Huh. So wacky fun fact. Hills is only programmed to be a blue goal in the randomizer. There's a bug on my end. So
Oh.
apparently the green goal is just always going to be vanilla. That's funny.
Interesting.
I went back to look at the. I'm looking at the seed right now. It's only blue goal in here.
Randomizer bug discovered live on stream.
Yippee!
Let's go.
First time that's ever happened.
That's
Might not be
never
getting us
happened
said correct, but
before.
there you go.
That's never happened before.
Ooh. I think this.
Oh, goodness.
I think this is OG Bridge Master. Oh no.
Welcome to one of the hardest stages in the
Oh.
history of Super Monkey Ball. That Snowball just first
Oh, boy.
tried.
What?
Hemlock makes it
That's-
significantly easier than the originals, but it is still one of the hardest.
Yes.
That wire at the end is still thin. There's nothing you can do to escape that.
Yeah, that skip definitely helps. Camlock definitely helps. That was still very impressive. Nice job on hierarchy as well.
Okay.
Just hugging the goalpost. I haven't really goalposted any stages, so I guess Amy felt like the goalpost needed some love. So this is one of my favorite stages in the entire series. I really like Momentum.
It's a neat stage.
Very satisfying movement. You know what? I'll go in the goal on this one.
Yeah, let's go fighters.
This is like our 6th or 7th bonus stage. They're getting a ton of bonus levels.
Well, I goalposted both goalposts on that stage, so there is that. Triangle holes. Hopefully I don't get hit by the 1 in 100. So, This is a hold-up stage, but for some reason, very rarely, you won't have the same outcome happen, and you'll get a series of bounces that'll just kill you.
Yeah,
This game's
it's-
physics are non-deterministic, meaning that it runs on the Unity game engine. It runs on Unity's delta time for some of its physics, meaning that the game is not exactly precise when it comes to physics. So every now and again, you get a bounce that would not be normal, or something that is irregular compared to what is normally supposed to happen.
That's why Swimfly is here, to explain that stuff.
Well, we're taking the blue goal.
Oh, alright, fair enough.
Dodged my trap.
No!
Did that goal work backwards?
I'm gonna go back one. Okay, we get to play Long Taurus though. Do they know? Wait, never mind. I'm wrong. That's the new one.
Yeah, this is an OG version.
It's not
So,
OG.
Long Taurus shows up in original stage mode, and it kind of sucks in original stage mode.
Ah, it has a new friend.
It does, but the stage is so much bigger, and you have to just sit on the start platform for like 12 seconds before you can do anything, and I'm just sailing past the goal. That's fine. I usually play better on second load anyway. Don't
Yeah,
know.
original stage mode Long Taurus has a block of collision in front of the goal that they forgot to remove, and that genuinely blocks your entry sometimes if you're not ready for it. We've nicknamed it Francis.
Yeah.
It's our
Yeah.
friend now.
I thought we were gonna see Francis. I got excited.
How did
Nice
you live
entry.
that folders?
Vibes.
Wow. True.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
There is no guarantee I'm going in this goal. This goal is so hard to line up.
Lineup looked fine. Oh, you
No,
must have
yeah,
drifted.
too far right. I could tell. Me and my SMB1 brain, I know the stage. This
That looks better.
Damn it.
slightly.
So close,
Yeah,
so
so
close.
far
Must have been drifting.
I think I was still maybe drifting the slightest bit before I started going forward. Oh, come on. I
That
got a
looks too far
little...
right again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
you were too
hit
far
by
right
the,
anyway.
by the clip.
And
Yeah,
building
if
up,
you
he
if
did
you
also
take
pass
too
him.
if you
Okay.
take too long on the stage, there's a little ramp that comes up that blocks you. I don't for no reason. It's in Monkey Ball 1 as well. I don't know why they did that. They should have removed it in this game. It doesn't make any sense that it's there.
You did also pass another piece of missing collision named Francisco in honor of Francis.
Ugh. Alright, I'll give this one more try and then I'll just take the blue goal. This is one of the hardest warp goals in the entire game.
Yeah, there's a little texture alignment that Snowball's trying to go for here, but it doesn't like it's still, you know, be difficult.
Yeah,
So
alright,
close.
let's just blue goal this.
Aw.
Why are you saying all like that?
I'm disappointed too. I wanted to see what was gonna happen.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that too, but that warp goal, honestly, for me, I think is probably the hardest in the entire game. All right, let's just...
Understandable. That one is rough.
Oh, I'm mad. I forgot something. I was checking the seed.
Time to hydrate.
Oh, I forgot. There's one more fact about warp goals that I guess I'll mention because it doesn't show up. A warp goal can also be set to 0, in which case you just have to play the stage again.
Yes.
I kind of forgot to make sure that was in this seed. I wanted to touch on all points, but I missed that one. That's my fault.
Postrat here, going for coin slots, a green goal.
Yeah, I thought that was too late.
Yeah, I was a little worried about it too. But yeah, I mean, with choice green goal, I probably wouldn't. No guarantee I would have been able to do that. Like, even with my love for SME1 stages, that one is so difficult.
Yeah, Helix has probably just about the most experience on SMB1 stages out of anyone who plays this game, and still a formidable stage even for them. Last stage of SMB1 Advanced, or in this game it's called Normal for some reason. Oh, I love the stage. Let's do Orbiters
I
fast.
forgot that they call it normal instead of advanced.
Yeah, we got casual and normal and expert,
Oh.
as it was intended.
Well, at the very least they got Expert and Master right.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to go for the cool strat on this stage, because normally you drop into the UFO, hit a button, it flips over, you go in the goal. But I'm getting this.
We didn't mention, by the way, we are in the range where Snowball could potentially win instantly.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
It's true.
Oh, for warping.
If she goes into a warp goal that warps her past stage 100, the randomizer will just end, and she will get kicked into the main menu. Not the main menu, the stage select menu, and that will be time. So time at this point could come up whenever Snowball enters a warp goal, basically. English. Red goals are in play right now, and green goals will be in play very soon.
All right, I'll give this like 2 more tries, and then I'll just play it out. Pretty much what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to land on the party ball and then curve into the goal like that.
Nice.
Ooh,
Clean.
nice.
Well done.
It's a fun
That
strat to
this
go
is
for.
another strat that is definitely not easy.
Definitely a hard strat, but still one of my favorites in the whole game. Toggle. Thank you.
As long as the clip's not too high up on toggle, you're fine.
Green goals now also have the potential of instantly ending the run.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, come on.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Doing that pauseless is impressive on its own.
Yeah.
Getting up there at all.
Yeah, the main reason, oh my god, the main reason why there is a pause setup, but doesn't it use the manual camera?
It does.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, so this game you can, in your settings, change how strong the manual camera is, also OG version of Polar. And
We're back here.
I actually play with a slightly higher manual camera sensitivity than all of the other speedrunners. So that strat and another strat that uses it on the stage Train Worm actually don't really work.
Also, this could be time.
Yeah, this might end the run.
ooh.
Could be close to time.
Yeah, it
Still
wouldn't.
to like see after the goal.
Yeah, because if a warp goal sends you past stage 100, it won't show any warp text, just like one of the goals that keeps you in place or takes you backwards.
Which is incredible suspense.
There's no warp
Oh.
text. Hey, Toggle.
Back we go.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
I think that was a
More
max
content.
strength, wasn't it?
More content.
Yeah, I
I'm
think that was
keeping you
because you were
here,
on
chat.
98. Well, you get to play obstacle again.
That is
Run
true.
it back. Run it back.
All right, let's get the clip and actually go on the goal this time.
More monkey ball content.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Getting that clip twice is crazy though.
That is a
That clip
really
is
difficult
not that
clip to get.
consistent.
It's so hard because so often you will either go too deep and just get sent either like straight up or backwards, or you will go too shallow and not get the height. So to hit the clip perfectly both times is incredible in and of itself.
Yeah, I feel like I can at least semi-consistently hit the clip pauseless, but then like I'm never ready for it, so more times than not I just adjust wrong. Alright, we're taking the blue goal.
Yeah. Just 2 stages left, maybe 1 depending on if there's a warp goal.
Oh, okay.
And how nice that warp goal. Oh.
Okay, well this is the
Oh, this is original stage mode exam C as well.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, no,
It's, it's got the
What is
90-second timer.
Oh, you're right, my bad.
yeah,
Give you more time and fatten the wire on this one in the new version of it.
I thought they
Original
also
stage mode,
fattened the other
one.
wires, but I guess I was wrong.
Oh, they might have. I
I
didn't know they
think
fattened
they
the
did,
final
but
one.
not as much as this one. Like this one
They're
I think
definitely-
is
Yeah, they're definitely thinner than the final one.
yeah, I think that this one is also just so much more noticeable because it's like
Nice.
half the
Fast and
stage.
see, well done.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Shows how much I know. I haven't actually played this game since Banana Rumble came
Swim
out.
fly.
Yes!
There it is.
My beloved.
All right. So, Snowball is going for a glitch here called switch storage, where if you see when you press retry, the stage continues playing. If you retry and as the stage actually resets, like after that little bit of playtime, if you hit a button on the same frame,
Time.
I'm
it
coming
will
up.
play the animation at the start.
Yeah, sorry.
That's the time coming up because my what I was watching was a few seconds behind.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot to like call it out because Invisible was the 100th stage, and I knew that we were gonna have to explain Switch storage, so that's my bad.
Oh, that's
That's my fault.
Oh, no, it's totally fine.
explaining.
shout out to our wonderful producer Richard who gotcha.
Yeah. Richard was on the
38.57.
ball. Thank you, Richard.
I had the
That was
ball.
cool.
All right, so let's see. We skipped Serpentine. I'm gonna just go through all the red gold. Oh, thank goodness we skipped Magic Hand. This is
Ooh,
an auto
yeah.
scroller that just kind of sucks. We also skipped
Auto
Ridge.
scroller with weird collision.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we skipped Dodge Maze and Shelter.
No.
Dodge Maze is like a 35-second stage or so. That's
Yeah,
just
we would have been here
Yeah, that's
forever.
a big one.
bumping into walls. Twist and Spin. Okay, I'm a little bit sad we skipped Twist and Spin because that one's just like very satisfying movement.
You skipped a large chunk in the middle.
No, we skipped Dizzy System.
Thank God.
Unironically, this might be my favorite stage in the game.
Oh wow.
Aw.
Octagonal and Pirates as well. An A bracelet skipped Gears, Spiral Hard, Coffee Cup, Stagger,
nice.
Sliced Cheese, Wavy Option, Puzzle.
I skipped
So-
a lot of nightmare stages. Holy.
Yeah. Gears
So-
is such fun movement. I'm sad Gears was skipped. Puzzle
Yeah,
was
I'm
awful.
kind of sad Stagger got skipped because that strat's a little bit hard, but that's another pause strat that I just prefer to do pauseless, and I think it's a really, really, really satisfying strat to hit. Same with Sliced Cheese, another really satisfying strat. But Puzzle, I'll skip these two if it means we don't have to play Puzzle. If you know, you know. This stage
So
is
true.
a nightmare. And Melting Pot. Was that it for the warp goals?
I don't think you actually took any after
I think that
that.
was about it.
No, we skipped Tower, Skeleton,
yeah,
and
right.
Unrest.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly
That should be
inconsequential.
it then.
Yeah, because any you took after that sent you backwards.
Yeah.
Well,
These
in the meantime,
these three would have been like not a problem. They're pretty quick and fairly straightforward, but after the curvature incident, I will take any warps I can get.
yeah, shout out to Swimfly
how about
for
this?
making this.
Yeah.
How about this? I have a proposition for you since you're a fan of Dizzy System. If you're willing to give shout outs while you're playing Dizzy System, you got some time.
More monkey content.
Heck yeah.
Say no more. I'm
Someone's like, I
going.
got this, go.
I'm going to Dizzy System. All right. So shout outs. Shout outs to Helix and Swimfly for commentating the run, and again to Swimfly for making the randomizer mod. That's not far off of IL record. That's kind of funny.
Wow, nice.
Shout outs again to Deadline for porting Amy Rose over to Banana Mania and for giving me early access. I super appreciate it, as Amy Rose is probably my favorite character in anything ever. Shout outs to the entire Super Monkey Ball Banana Era speedrunning server. There's currently a lot of action going on in the Banana Rumble IL scene since we got recently a new mode for all of the stages and also a new character. The Among Us crewmate got added. And
That's not a joke, by the way.
funny
We're
enough,
not joking.
crewmate is like one of the best characters in the game because Banana Rumble has character stats, unfortunately. But crewmate hilariously is one of the best characters in terms of the stat spread, which I've personally been loving so
It's
much.
hilarious. You are also currently running a Banana Rumble IL tournament.
Yes, that is true. There's still probably about half that tournament left too. I'm super excited to see how the rest of the bracket's gonna pan out, because so far every match except for one has been a 3-2. So it's
I
a
believe
stacked
that's on your
bracket.
channel, right?
I think I've got
seen that
got
on your channel.
2 more real fast shout outs, and then I'll do my shameless plug. Shout outs to all of my Sonic friends, Callie McN, Virtual Cat, Flame Dragon, all of the homies who've been doing Sonic-y things with me recently. Shout outs to everyone at GDQ for having me on to do this run. This was an absolute blast. Shameless plug, you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Blue Sky at Snowball SMB. And I also will be back for Frost Fatales with 2 different runs. I'll be running Cassette Beasts Pure the Unknown Any Percent on March 14th, and Sonic Mania, Amy Mania New Game Plus No Major Glitches on March 15th. I am super, super excited about both of those
will also
runs.
be commentating my run of Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble, which is the first bonus game on Monday, March 10th.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. That's gonna be super, super cool. You do not want to miss that game.
Anyway, we yapped a bunch. We should probably get out of here.
Really
Can I
quick,
make one last statement?
really quick. Helix Swim, where can they find you? Real quick.
Helix13_ on Twitch. On Blue Sky, I'm at helix.midwestspeedfest.com. Shout out to Midwest Speedfest. Also Helix13_ on YouTube. I do a lot of monkey ball runs, as you can probably imagine.
You can find me on Twitch at iSwimFly556, on Blue Sky at iSwimFly.bsky.social. Really quickly, just to plug this game, it is currently $7.50 on Steam for the next 36 hours. Pick this game up, please, on Steam. It has a great modding community. I am one of the heads of it. We just got custom stages, backgrounds, and all sorts of fun stuff coming on that front. There's custom characters with Deadline making tutorials. Please pick this game up and support Monkey Ball.
Pick this game up on Steam specifically.
Yes,
it is far better on Steam. Do not get it on console.
$7.50 on Steam. Pick it up on PC.
But yes, and thank you so much, all 3 of you. Again, GG in chat one more time for this absolutely amazing showcase of some Super Monkey Ball awesomeness with Banana Mania and 100 stage randomizer. Hello, and welcome back, friends, to some more Fatales-themed Express Lane. We are going to get started right away into the next run, and I already see so much love in chat. Y'all know who's coming, so let's just get started, shall we? It is Dark Souls Remastered Any Percent with Yozora. So take it away, friendo. How are you?
Hello. Hi, I'm Yozora. Hello, everyone. I'll be running Dark Souls Remastered today. It's my first time on GDQ, so I'm hoping it's gonna be a good one. I'm here.
Awesome.
Yeah, with Mario. If you want to introduce yourself,
hello, everybody. I'm Marionette. I speedrun the other version of this game, but hopefully I can do a good job commentating Remastered for Yozo today.
All right, so let's 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, oops. We're going now.
Good luck.
So, this goes pretty fast, and there's a lot to talk about. So hopefully it's hopefully I can not die that much.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and explain how you do Asylum Demon while I do stuff?
The beginning of the run is already at the character creation because we started a thief, and that's gonna matter for the stats that we get, and it also matters for the starting gift that we get, that is the black firebombs. This class already starts with a master key, which is a classic starting gift from pretty much every player in this game. So you actually get to use black firebombs to kill Asylum Demon, and later on to kill a lizard, but it's mainly to kill this guy. It's good to have spare firebombs here. We got bapped by him. That's fine. And yeah, Asylum Demon's down. The rest of the Asylum is pretty chill. But basically, the premise of this run is to get to the Lord Vessel as soon as possible. So we're going to be killing Ornstein's Mo and then going straight into Gwyn by using a wrong warp, which is a way of getting into the kill on the first flame without having to kill all the Lord Souls.
So we quit out here, so we don't have to wait for the boulder to come down.
Yeah.
A little faster. And we also... Oh, sorry.
No,
we rudely don't wait for Oscar to finish talking. Because you go to the spawn fire if you kill yourself. That's a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna mention that it's funny because that wall break only works because the character's stand-up animation has the maximum amount of environmental damage to prevent soft locks in the game. So you actually break that weapon, the wall with your stand-up animation. There are a couple other things in the game that behave like that too, but the main one that's used in speedruns is that one. We're gonna go shopping now.
Yeah.
And also, Yozo's gonna use a prompt swap glitch here. It's a method of overlapping two menus and injecting a number that you shouldn't be able to inject into a prompt. So normally you would only be able to use one of that soul because you only got one, but this game has a default value of 0 when you load the game for the first time. So when you inject that value of 0 into the soul using prompt, you can press down and go to 99, which is extremely powerful. So you're gonna see that Yozo's gonna be able to get a lot of levels right away after getting to the Dark Root Basin bonfire. Dark Root bonfire, sorry. Actually, it is Basin. Yeah, you can also do that with humanities, and it's really good.
The run starts a little, I want to say slowly, because we have to run all the way to Andre now. So it's, if you want to yap about things coming up, this is probably the best time.
All right, let me crack my knuckles here. All right, friends, got another exclamation point for all you. Type in chat and be super awesome. That is Black 2025. The upgrade to UBAF will be live this Thursday, February 6th through the 9th, right here on Games Done Quick Twitch channel, and it's going to be benefiting Race Forward. So make sure you catch the action, support such an incredible cause. All right, friends, type exclamation point BTB in the Twitch chat right now to see that event schedule, and it's filled with bangers. And if you want to find out more about all Black speedrunning community info, type exclamation point BA in Twitch chat, so you get 2 exclamation points I want to see in chat, friends. And as a side note, I did see a cheers from Brazil for you, Yozo, earlier, so I just want to make sure you...
Let's go.
We are truly an international speedrun right now.
Cheers from Brazil. It's 1:27 here.
Yeah.
Let's say, friends, we are literally watching a time traveler. Yozo is in the future, significantly so.
Yeah, it's 5:30 in the next day for me, so...
This will be Wednesday for you.
Yeah, it's Wednesday evening. We do an upvote here by quitting out. Just because going on the elevator is not it. And then we also have another soul duplication glitch here. And we do our 1 level up of the run. Yep. Pretty much it.
And we're going to be using the Black Now Halberd. It's a very famous speedrun weapon. We're going to be leveling 32 strength to be able to yield it with one hand, 18 dexterity to be able to use it at all, and 12 faith to be able to use force in the end of the run to perform the wrong warp. That's what the shopping trip was for. We bought a lot of stuff to do the wrong warp later on. Actually, not later on. It's going to be soon. There's a
soon.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Hopefully soon, as long as things go well.
Yeah, you have to kill this guy somehow.
So we just push him off the cliff.
Yeah. It is RNG to get the Black Now Halberd, but for marathon purposes, Yozo has a guaranteed mod running, which would be pretty bad to farm this in a marathon. We would need a really big estimate.
And coming up is a crystal lizard that we just bomb. He only drops 1 twinkling titanite, but we can basically save a negative number and then drop a negative number of Twinkling Titanite to be able to upgrade our weapon through manipulations of the menu.
The same principle as the soul dupe, just the opposite. Yeah, this starts pretty decently slow, but it's gonna pick up pace pretty quickly.
We just take a nice little walk to Andre's.
Yeah, nice cozy walk. Also, if you are familiar with Dark Souls runs, you might have noticed that we never picked up the red Tearstone ring, which greatly boosts your damage below 20% HP. That's because this category is so short that it actually doesn't save time to get it.
Yeah, it's quite a bit different, I think, compared to Prepare to Die. Is there...
So here Yozo is setting up the negative quantity she mentioned. You can see that she dropped negative 9 Twinkling Titanites, which adds to her inventory. And now she can max out her Black Knight Halberd.
Yeah,
And
also...
you can... Go on.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that you can see how strong the overlapping menus and dupes are, because you've already done the first level up, first and only level up of the game, and you already have a maxed out weapon. And this is the infamous Wrong Warp that you need the 2 miracles for, the Homeward spell. And
this might take a little bit. It's
a pretty difficult trick. It's double frame perfect at 60 FPS, so pretty hard. You need to hit 2. Oh,
There we go.
there you go. Yozo's pretty good at it.
Wait.
Yeah, it's my...
Yeah.
It's personally my favorite bit of the run, even though it's kind of awful. But it's a fun glitch.
There's a trick coming up here. I'm gonna try to explain the Wrong Warp afterwards.
Okay.
So let's just see. How
This one is
goes.
not so consistent. So
Yeah. We'll see.
well,
Cool. It's air rolls. You literally roll the fall damage. Isn't this game known for rolling all the time? Oh, you're rolling fall damage now. Looks good.
there we go.
There you go. Never. So yeah,
Nice.
this game has a very interesting quirk that if you are in a specific range of weight load, your character, as long as you have stamina, you can roll chain rolls in the air. And I don't know the specifics of it. Oh, that's rude.
Okay. I'm gonna have to heal.
Yeah. Oh
Unfortunate.
my lord. Okay, that is.
Well, we get to
So for
see
those
the
of you
time
tuning,
that we
that's Soul
saved.
Game.
Yeah. You know how people joke about this never happened before? Yeah.
Oh, do you get to say the thing on your
I'll say
first
the
time here?
thing.
All right,
It's
check
okay.
it, ready to pop off.
So this is basically how you have to do it if you don't get the wrong warp. Just another secondary nice long walk. But that's okay.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I can explain the Wrong Warp.
Yeah.
Any Wrong Warp in Dark Souls is done by interfering 2 methods of saving your character's position. So normally the Homeward miracle makes it so you return to the last bonfire. But the way Yozo used it makes it so she was able to save her position on the bonfire at the same time as she was going to save her position or send her position to the last bonfire she had rested at, which was in the Darkroot Basin. And when that happens, the game has a failsafe that puts you in the default location that each map has. And that's why she spawned right in front of the door or right in front of New Londo Ruins, because that is the default position that you're put when you are in the map that is Darkroot Basin. And that is the same principle that lets you skip the 4 lords once you rest at the Lord Vessel. Because very conveniently, the default position for Firelink Altar is past the gate. So it's very easily abused by the wrong warp. There are multiple methods of wrong warping. Homeward wrong warping is the fastest one. So it really speaks to how powerful glitches really are in this game.
Like go for Blight Talent. Skip again.
Your call.
Do it.
You know, let's go
Do
for it.
Let's
You
do
know,
Yeah, keep sending that energy because I know you've got plenty to give. They have been given so much love, and
Aw.
deservedly so.
it's too
good.
cool.
Ooh,
That was really close.
that was super tight.
Yeah, but it's
There
okay.
it is.
We did it. I'm gonna heal
Suggestion
again.
to heal?
Yeah. Oh, let's not have a repeat of before. We'll go
Okay,
further out.
I don't want
too.
to say anything, but you are 2 out of 2 on this skip.
I know.
You just died to the orc.
Yeah.
Skip's been flawless. So yeah, next up is Quellag. We need to ring both of the bells. Again, if you're familiar with Dark Souls speedruns, you might wonder why we're not doing Sensegate Skip if our objective is getting the Lord Vessel. That's because we need access to Firelink Altar, and 2 of the ways of doing that is by ringing both of the bells and awaking Frampt, or killing Sif, the dog, and 4 kings. And it's way faster to ring both bells. And hopefully we'll see why.
We'll go to the side. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a riskier way of doing this fight, which is done by hitting Quillag's body part. And that actually staggers her. I think you also tried going for that.
Yeah, I tried, but
Yeah.
it's gonna take it.
It's decently
safe
risky,
today.
so yeah. Sometimes it's good to take it safe. So yeah,
Oh,
Quillag's
yeah.
down. All that's left here is to ring the bell and warp away. And do Ryozo's favorite part of the run.
Yay, gargoyles! The room leading up to gargoyles, it looks like it should be super easy, but it's not. It's harder than the gargoyles itself, in my opinion. There's one hollow that likes to just stand in the hallway and block your path, which is not it.
Yeah.
We also do this without a weapon, so we can run a bit faster.
Yeah.
Actually, while you're running, what got you into speedrunning Dark Souls?
I just like Dark Souls 1. It's my comfort game. And then I did
Honestly, respect that.
a lot of randomizers, and then I was like, what is there left to do in this game? And it's just speedrunning.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
I think Dark Souls seems a bit intimidating at first, but past your first playthrough, it's usually not too bad. Other than the fact with the speedrun, if you mess anything up, you basically die. Which is a little less cozy. How did that miss? We're doing slow gargoyles today.
It didn't cooperate.
You're showcasing them off so everyone can see the awesome design.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
remastered version.
That's true.
Actually, that's a question. The OG Dark Souls versus the remastered. Are there many differences between the two?
There's a
lot
lot
of
of differences, especially as a
Really?
speed game. They're pretty incomparable, I would say.
Oh wow.
Just because of the nature of the glitches that are available, quite a lot different.
Yeah. Even things like as basic as the timer of the in-game time, the remaster timer ticks completely different compared to Prepare to Die Edition. So it would be impossible to compare them in the same leaderboard. So we have them completely split.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you would think that the remaster is like they got rid of all of the glitches, but they just have a series of different glitches. So, not exactly a straight upgrade, I would say.
That's fair.
Also, they changed the bonfires. Very important.
Yeah. They added one.
Yeah. Well, I mean the design. I like the.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I like the prepare to die bonfires a lot more than the remastered bonfires.
Yeah, so right now Yozo's cruising through one of the most infamous areas in the game, possibly only behind Blighttown. And funnily enough, despite being very famous with casual players for being a place full of fun and joy, it's very cozy in speedruns because everything is in a cycle, and once you know that, you can take complete advantage of it.
Yeah, it's the same every time, which is a blessing in an otherwise RNG filled sad run.
Yeah, here's a quit out to reset the boulder. Can run straight to avoid getting hit by those arrows, which is a little counterintuitive, but I'm not going to complain about it. A little bit of fun trivia. The air rolls that we saw Yozo do to get to the bottom of Blighttown, they were actually found first in the remaster because the wayload window to be able to do them is much wider in the remaster. You can do it, I think, as long as you have more than 25% of equip load and below 29%. But in Prepare to Die Edition, that is way tighter. But we actually managed to find a way to actually get arrows in Prepare Edition as well. Prepare to Die Edition as well.
Just taking a safety bonfire. It's the only really safety bonfire that's a little out of the way. Iron Golem usually isn't an issue, and because I said that, I think I've jinxed myself.
That's what always happens.
But you know, he's. I think even casually, most people know that Iron Golem you can just knock him off the side, and you don't have to fight him that much. So, the main thing to worry about is the golem that throws the fire boulders. He still hangs out and is himself.
So I see a comment in chat that sums it up for so many people for Souls games. So we're now around where I was 8 hours in after 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yep.
Yeah, so like Yozo said, you can knock this guy out.
Gonna go for it.
How it works is by... Oh, nice.
Nice.
It's a good cycle. How it works is by... It does the first stagger after you deal 400 damage to Golem below his knees. It has to be below his knees, otherwise it doesn't count. And then dealing an additional 200 damage for him to actually fall. And if he's angled correctly, he just falls off the bridge. There's a pretty animation and all. He does a little flip.
Yeah.
It's cute. So definitely intended.
Another cute trippy, and the quest continues. It's a cute trippy.
It is a cute trippy. I don't like Analondo. I don't like it casually. I don't like it in the speedrun. I don't think it gets much better the better you get at it. It's just always kind of difficult. But here's hoping it goes well.
Yeah. The first measure against an Orlando that we're taking is actually equipping the shield and two-handing it on the right weapon slot. Because that lets us push the painting guardians in the rafters away from our path.
Oh, it's not mine, it's just...
That does not heal.
That is not an instance.
Okay,
sometimes they behave nicely and they just throw things at you and you can ignore them and you can go on with your day. And then other times they kind of jump at you and they can like vacuum into backstabbing you. And it's really...
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh,
remember
no!
when you
Well, there
said
we go.
that they can? Yeah. So
yeah.
they don't
It's-
really play by the rules.
They are not pleasant. But that's all right. We go all right. We run it back.
Like, ooh, that jumping idea sounds like a pretty good thing. Let's try it.
He heard us.
He did. You know, I don't need to explain things. They just turn up on their own.
And the worst part is that they worked together because there was a
The other
knife
one
coming
behind.
from the back
Yeah.
that staggered her. And that made it so it was impossible to use the shield to push him out of the way.
I think I should have
So
been
hooray
nicer.
for teamwork.
Oh, that's too high.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's fine though. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long you've speedrun this game for, you will take a death or 2 or 3 or 4 in the
Yep.
stream to this place. It's just it's mandatory almost.
I think they heard me saying mean things about them, and I should have been kinder.
It's say nice things about them.
Just say nice things. The painting
100%.
guardians are
Like,
this fun part of the game.
Your aim is so good, Mr. Painting Guardian.
I love it when you stand there and do nothing. I felt the fear of God in me when he moved. Sorry.
Oh lord, this is looking oddly familiar.
No.
Everything is fine.
You mostly made it.
This is fine. I gotta look in case he's gonna throw another one.
Yeah.
But I think we're
They
okay.
don't give up.
They don't. They follow you onto
No,
here.
they don't.
Like he's hanging out.
Yeah.
He is throwing.
Look at him, he was preparing another dagger. What is wrong with him?
I didn't
Rude.
unequip my shield.
Yeah, speaking of rude, this gargoyle, very rude.
Yeah.
All up in our business.
Also, if he gets stuck back there, sometimes he'll just teleport through.
There's another one.
We are gonna quit out here just to be safe. I can heal. Quitting out stops aggro, so he'll just be sitting there nicely.
Aw.
It's one of the many uses of quitting out. Quitting out is actually a very powerful tool in the speedrun. You can use it to set up glitches. You can use it to reset your prompt swap count and to the aggro enemies. I feel like that phased through you and it didn't hit, but I'm not gonna complain about it.
We take those. These guys throw stuff
Something
behind
intended.
you. Yeah. Okay. This is a bit of a safety strat here. You can lure off this Silver Knight over here, but he doesn't play by the rules.
Nah. Seems to be a trend in Anor Londo.
So you're gonna just... Hello? Thank you.
Yeah, so this is another very famous casual playthrough area.
Yeah.
If anyone
Silver
in chat
Knight's
has played Dark Souls,
mean.
you surely remember that.
And then we
And you
have...
surely remember the next boss as well.
Onis is a good boss and well designed.
See, and then they're gonna hear you, and you know what's gonna happen.
Hey, that was nice. That's what nice. I'm almost an ONS defender. They can sometimes be really nice and sometimes not. This skip here, I feel like is intended to skip most of Anor Londo. Even casually, I feel
nice.
most people, you know. This guy can sweep, which he does not. And safety heal.
Yeah, here comes the biggest RNG portion, because these guys can either behave wildly or behave nicely. Let's see what's happening. Okay, he also got a charge. That's the best outcome. Let's see.
I'm gonna go
Staggers in 2
small.
hits. And
think
he
we're
dies
fine.
in 4.
Easy.
Doubters?
Ooh, clean.
Any
Oh,
downers? I don't think so. Yeah, Smo pretty scary.
Small
His shovel
sometimes
very
is a bit of a problem. But
Yeah.
hopefully he plays nice today.
Yeah. Smo, with this weapon, he staggers in 3 hits, which can be a problem because he has very powerful attacks. I am so surprised you didn't get hit.
I'm having a moment.
Yeah, he's not cooperating either.
He's having a
Having a Smo moment.
yeah.
Everyone's having a moment.
There we go.
Yeah, so he didn't
Look at
cooperate at all.
Hitless though.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, Yozo managed it really well, especially Ornstein. It was very, very nice that you kept going even though Smo was attacking.
Yeah.
Because if you do it correctly, it goes like just like that. You can actually just make it so Smo doesn't hit you, even if he does the long shovel, and you can just go to town on Ornstein and he dies in 4 hits.
Ornstein was very nice today.
Yeah.
This hitbox here is way worse than you think it is.
Yeah.
We don't talk to her because talking is a bit slower than just murdering her and skipping the cutscene.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're pretty much near the end of the game, which is not like I just got here.
Yeah, we're gonna make use of the wrong warp for the last time, like to get in the kill on the first flame. So again, this is why we rang both bells, was to wake up this lad and to have access to Firelink Shrine, altar, place the Lord Vessel, and then do another wrong warp from Undead Parish. And it's gonna work the same way, except it's gonna put us in a different position, namely in the kill on the first flame. It's very fascinating to see that the first time because it just feels wrong.
It does feel
But it's
wrong.
awesome.
It puts the wrong in wrong warp.
Yeah, this jump is to cancel the wrong warp and be able to interact with the bonfire while casting the spell. And also, I forgot to mention, you cast a spell that you're not actually supposed to be casting by using a glitch called Spell Swap. And that is why this glitch is double frame perfect, because Spell Swap is double frame perfect. But Yozo is so good at it, I actually don't understand how you can be so good at a double frame perfect glitch at 60 FPS, but Yozo's the proof that you can be. And we are in the kill on the first flame.
The first 2 knights are a little scary. They have some variance in their attacks, but the other ones,
This upcoming guy has an attack that's really mean. Not that.
not that one.
Good boy.
But the other ones, most of the time, unless something is going horrendously wrong, just like miss their attacks every single time.
Yeah, pretty close to the end. The last boss is Gwyn. Yozo's gonna parry him till he dies.
And then when would time be for?
Time is on
end of the
credits. So
Yeah.
basically, as
Gotcha.
soon as Gwyn dies, there's a cutscene we skip, and then it's credits.
Yeah.
All right.
You'll know it's credits because it's the one of 2 songs that aren't boss songs playing. The game.
It's when the starts.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yozo's gonna equip the Black Knight Halberd here, because otherwise she'll be running slower. And take on Gwyn. Oh,
We're good.
being cheeky. He is not camera shy. He loves being in the marathon.
You can just lose time when he grabs.
Yeah.
He can do
Straight up
as
the
many
timeline.
grabs as he likes, as much as he likes.
He can also jump
So-
back. It's really funny. Okay, one more parry.
Yeah.
And
So we
with
do
a
a
well-timed quit out.
It's almost silly. But we're good.
Oh, so that's pretty good.
It should be time now. Time. And there we go. That's
Alright.
Dark Souls.
Jeez.
Clap, clap, clap.
Yay!
My goal was for under half an hour, and I think we made it. So I'm very happy with that.
Little bit over half hour, but
A little bit
still
over.
absolutely demolish the estimate. 3150.
I'm
Which was
very happy. Thank you
That was
for
awesome.
having me for this. I had a great time. I hope everyone else has been having a good time too.
Oh, when you watch it back, and just seeing the love in chat, that means keep it coming. Like,
Thank you,
don't
Chad.
be shy now. Yeah, there's so much love for you, but please let everybody know, like, where can they find you? Twitch, YouTube. What are you currently playing?
I'm Yozora
you.
on Twitch. I've been playing nothing but this in preparation. I will continue to play more Dark Souls Remastered. I'm also a Yozora Owie on YouTube and Blue Sky if you want to see me there.
And Marionette.
You can find me at twitch.tv/marionette, 2 A's. And I also speedrun Dark Souls, but I speedrun the original. So it's a tad bit different.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool.
All right. Yeah, thank you. And any other quick shout outs you want to do, or you have a little bit of time?
Hi, chat. Thank you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for having me. I had such I had such a good time. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, that's me. Thank you.
And of course, congrats and for getting this on backup for Frost Fatale.
That's true. There's if we're lucky, you'll see me again on Frost Fatales in March.
Chat, keep your fingers crossed, 'cause I would love to see this again. It was such an amazing run, and you are super awesome. Both of you are fantastic, and I'm so glad welcome to GDQ.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yay.
Hopefully the start of Mini.
Yes. I would totally love to see it, and I know everybody watching would totally love to see it too. You are such a sweetheart.
No.
So thank you so much, and chat, keep those GGs coming for an absolutely amazing run of Dark Souls Remastered with such an awesome pair of runner commentator awesomeness. But we have one more run after this really quick hydration break. What you should be doing right now while you have a little bit of time is head to Hello again, friends, and welcome back to the final run of tonight's awesome Fatales themed Express Lane. I'm not going to waste any time. We're just going to get right into it. And I'm looking at this wonderful collection of Jenga blocks that I have so many questions on that we're going to find out what's going on here. But we have Phasmophobia, which is small maps % co-op on professional difficulty with Princess Shortcake and Mel 1997. So, take it away.
Hello, hi everybody. My name is Mel, aka Mel 1997. And hi, I'm Grace, aka Princess Shortcake. And we are running Phasmophobia today. I'm so excited. We like to call it Galsmo because we're gals playing Phasmo. So it's Galsmo. Let's go, ghouls. We're wearing matching shirts.
Let's go, ghouls. We have our matching ghosty shirts on today.
Yes. But yeah, we have the lobby here. This is we can give a little tour of the lobby. Mm-hmm. This is kind of like a little display of like all the equipment you can use. I'm gonna scooch around here. This is like a collection of like the in-game bone collectibles that you can get, as well as the cursed objects, which we can chat a little bit about if we ever need to get a hunt or anything. But basically it's just items you trade sanity for things to get the ghost to do, basically. So we have a voodoo doll. I have a voodoo doll on my couch to match here back as well. And then these are all trophies as well from different seasonal events. And then upstairs we have games such as basketball, ring toss, bags, and giant Jenga. We're playing a little bit of that earlier, you know.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think we are ready to get started here.
Yes.
So we're doing all small maps on any % on professional difficulty. So we're going to go through all the small maps, which is Tanglewood, Edgefield, Ridgeview, Grafton, Willow, Woodwind, Bleasdale, and Point Hope, which Grace has alternative names for each of the maps, which she'll share once we get there. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and get started here then.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get loaded in the map, and then time will start once Grace loads in.
Yeah, Mel always loads in faster than me, so we always just say at the time that I load into the map.
Makes sense.
And should be shortly.
First load, as always.
Taking the scenic route.
Yep. And any moment now.
And
The suspense.
Game time.
There we go.
Okay,
Time. Let's go. Okay. So obviously we want to find the ghost as fast as possible. And there's a bunch of equipment on the ground, on the wall here. Do you want to talk about, Grace, what you bring in to help you find the ghosty?
So the first things that I always bring in is the video camera, as well as the UV flashlight or the ultraviolet flashlight, and then also a spirit box. The UV flashlight and the spirit box do not help in finding the ghost, typically for a speedrun purpose anyway. But the video camera, what I'm kind of looking for here are ghost orbs, or as we call them, gorbs. And they're these little like floating white balls that can show up. It is one of the evidence types, so sometimes we won't see them, which I'm not currently seeing.
Yeah,
any
I believe
of them.
we are in the basement actually for the ghost room because it was a little bit colder, and now I see my breath. Oh, and I hear the rocking chair creaking.
Love that. Love that.
So the ghost will always make the room it's in colder, so that's like really good way to also tell where the ghost is. So we want to find out where the ghost is ASAP because that's actually how we'll get evidence. And like Grace said, ghost orbs is one of those evidence types. We also have a couple other items. So for instance, I'm bringing a dots projector in, which will may give evidence known as dots. So basically it'll light up a bunch of stuff across the room. And then if the ghost is a dots ghost, it will like show a silhouette of the ghost within the dots, if it kind of makes sense. It's hard to explain until you see it.
Yeah, it's basically like a green polka dot version of the ghost that it can give. Also, I did spirit box. I did not get a response. But yeah, now we're basically just going to be trying to get evidence. Because we are doing any percent on professional difficulty, the ghost will leave 3 evidence types for us, if it is kind. And basically the goal of this run is to just figure out what the ghost is as fast as possible. So a lot of times the fastest way to do that is just to get all 3 evidence, because we're going so quickly and bringing in the evidence items so quickly. It will typically, this one is not, but it will typically give the evidence relatively quickly. Otherwise, we can also technically, like, if we have 2 evidence types and we're narrowing it down between a few different ghost types, we have EMF 5, then we can, like, get a hunt to kind of differentiate between the 2 if the 2 are easy to differentiate between. Otherwise, it's, like, can be kind of tricky. Also, we can do ceiling dots in the basement mill.
Oh, thank you.
But the ghost is not being very kind to us right now.
Yeah, let me...
with the evidence types. I'm going to say no UV as well.
Yeah, we don't have UV. We are getting colder. Oh, freezing. We just had a 0.4, and we know that's going to be freezing. So we've got Jin, Shade, Oni, Twins is our evidence types here.
There's no Gorbs, no UV.
Yep. No Gorbs,
which
no UV.
Ruled out Jin for us.
Yep. Okay,
I
good.
don't think it can be a shade. Oh, dots.
Dots, okay. There we go. We're leaving. We got our 3 evidences, so we're sprinting on out of here.
We don't need to do any of the optional objectives.
Nope.
We don't even need to get a hunt if we don't want to. Things like that.
Yep.
That make this a lot faster.
Yep, so it's an Oni.
It's an Oni.
It's an Oni. Onis are very active ghosts, so all of the ghost types have different personalities and abilities and such, which makes this game really fun, actually, in my opinion, because it makes every game really different, depending on what ghost you get. Our next house is Edgefield. So Tanglewood is like our comfort map.
Yes.
Essentially, is that your name for it? I don't remember.
Yeah, I call it comfy map.
Yep, comfy map.
Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Edgefield is a little bit bigger of a house. It's 2 stories and a basement as well.
Yes.
I'm gonna go upstairs right away.
Sounds good.
With these bigger maps, it's helpful to split up so that we can cover more ground like concurrently,
Yeah.
essentially. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peep into each room and look for ghost orbs, because that is like literally the fastest way you can find the ghost room
Yep.
if we get lucky. However, if
Breaker
a
is
ghost,
on.
thank you. If a ghost is not a ghost orb's ghost, then we won't get ghost orbs. So we just gotta hope that it's a ghost orb's ghost.
We have Gorbs in the basement. Bessie.
Let's go. Gorbs in the
And
basement.
Spirit Box.
And Spirit Box? Okay.
Yep.
Nice. So that's when we can get some really quick evidences. Like if the ghost happens to be like use of evidence of one of the items that we bring in right away, that's how we get like really quick evidence. So I'm gonna check off Gorbs and Spirit Box. And then I'm gonna drop that. We also have all of the tier 3 equipment as well. So when you start out the game, you're gonna have you won't even have access to certain types of equipment, and it'll all be the tier 1. So I'm leveled up to the max right now, so that we can have all this tier 3 equipment, because it makes speedrunning a lot easier, obviously, because the equipment is just better. It has bigger ranges, just stronger in general.
Why do you drop all the stuff in that location that you saw, or you know where the ghost is?
Yeah, so we know where the ghost is.
Oh, okay.
So because I saw the ghost orbs on the camera, I know that that's where the ghost is. So the ghost evidence will be like in the room where the ghost is. The ghost will always have a favorite room, which is basically just where the location of the ghost is. And that's the room that you'll get evidence in. So if I were to go like up to the 2nd floor in the nursery, like I would not be getting any evidence at all.
Yep.
So you have to be
Gotcha.
in the ghost's room in order to get the evidence. So that's why, like, the first step is for us to find the ghost's room so that we can start getting evidence in the first place. So I got the ghost orbs, and then I immediately got Spirit Box. And it's writing.
Oh, and it's
so
writing.
We can leave.
We can leave. Nice.
Which just means that, like, I was able to get this pretty quickly and then start figuring out what the ghost is.
Yep.
Okay, so Gorb, Spirit Box, writing. It's a mare.
It's a mare. It is a very inactive ghost. This board shows the activity of the ghost in like strength of EMF, and it has been 0 activity for the last 60 seconds. So
Yeah.
Welcome back.
all right,
I've prepared some jobs for you.
this is my house. That's the
This
nickname
one-
for the.
The nickname for this map is Mel's house.
Because every time I play this, I always say, "Damn, I wish this was my house." Because besides the ghost living in it, because this is a really nice house.
Fair.
It is like it's a really nice. It's like perfectly sized. It's got like you have the primary bedroom on the main floor, which is kind of nice. I'm gonna go upstairs again. It's just overall a lovely home. Again, besides if there were not a ghost living in it, I would buy this house.
Do you think the ghost would pay rent?
No, it's a ghost. What's the ghost job? What employment do they have to pay rent? Haunting.
Would you say they would ghost you?
Yeah. Oh, Gorb's in the primary in the
nice.
bathroom upstairs,
Nice.
and it turned on the shower as well.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm on my way.
thank you. It is
The one in the
yeah,
left
yeah, that
hallway?
one.
Okay.
Yep. So I saw the little Gorby fly across. I know instantly that's the ghost room, and that's where we want to set up camp, essentially. So,
No Spirit Box.
okay. I'm gonna check off Gorbs right away. I pretty much have the same routine of like what items I bring in every single time. So like I always start with my EMF, thermo, and camera. And then the second round I always bring in dots, writing book, and then 1 salt. Salt, I don't think we talked about this yet, but the salt can be used. The ghost can step in the salt, and then it can leave, if it's an ultraviolet ghost, it can leave like UV footprints after it steps in the salt. So if you happen to have a ghost room that like doesn't have many doors in it, that's really helpful to get the evidence that way
Yes.
instead. Okay, so I'm gonna double check the UV around.
If you see this cross that I'm holding and you're like, why is there a cross in a ghost game? It is a crucifix, and it can prevent the ghost from hunting. So something we haven't talked about yet is that there is a sanity mechanic in this game. So if you spend time in the dark, if the ghost events at you, which is like a jump scare that it can do, then it will drain your sanity. And once we have writing, once you reach a low enough sanity, each ghost has kind of its own threshold that it'll do. Also, I think I might have just seen dots, but I was in the journal, so I need to confirm that. But once you reach a certain threshold, most of the time it's 50%. Some of the ghosts can hunt at a higher threshold. The ghost will hunt you, and if it touches, yep, there's the dots. If it touches you while it's hunting, then you die. And you cannot continue bringing in items. You can't do any of that, and you're dead. So the crucifix can prevent the ghost from hunting if the ghost hunts within the range of the crucifix. So it can be really, really helpful for continuing your survival. So that you can actually keep playing. Also, it was a Thay. So I'm glad that I brought the crucifix in, because a Thay can hunt early.
Yes, a Thay can hunt at, is it 70?
I think it's
right?
75.
Yeah, 75. I think you're right, too. And we were literally right at that threshold, so glad we brought the crucifix in.
So the ghost that has that, or I should say the character has the lowest sanity, is that the exclusive target for the ghost if they're hunting, or is it
anybody that's
somebody
in the
else?
house.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if you're in the house when the ghost hunts, if you're not in a hiding spot, you will probably die.
Yep.
So super fun. Also, this house, Grafton Farmhouse, is what I like to call Dark Percent 1, because as you can see on my screen, if I am not holding the camera in my hand, you can't see a dang thing.
Gorbs in the upstairs hallway.
Okay. The farmhouses are intentionally dark on purpose. It's kind of just a way that the developers decided to make them a little bit more difficult. I, out of spite, have taught myself how to navigate these houses completely in the dark, so I apologize for anyone watching my screen. But
I have not learned how to do it, so if you want to look at my screen, I have the night vision camera on because I can't see a darn thing without it.
I am going to try and find the breaker.
We have a ghost event here. Where is the ghost? Oh, it's right here. This is a ghost event. It's a shadow ghost event, or an invisible one. So it just evented at me. The breaker's in the utility room on the first floor.
Okay, I can go get it turned on. In professional difficulty, the breaker starts off, so you have to go find the breaker box in order to be able to turn it on, to then turn on lights. So I'm gonna get this turned on so that chat can see the stream a little bit better from my point of view. Thank you, Mel, for turning that light on.
Yep, anytime.
Hey.
Also gonna turn on the hallway light. There we go. Wow, we have vision.
UV. We have UV.
Nice.
Orbs, ultraviolet. Okay, nice. So this is a really good. Oh, go ahead.
It was just a quick question, Chad. Just mentioning, have you ever died in these runs, accidentally, intentionally, or is it pretty rare at this point that y'all are bosses at this?
Pretty much. I would say the only time that we die while doing this particular run is if it's intentional.
Gotcha.
Oh, dots.
Oh, dots. Okay, we're done.
So typically, the only time we'll even get a hunt in one of these, because we're going so quickly that our sanity does not drain a lot. We'll really only get a hunt if we trigger one on purpose. And then, in that instance, sometimes if we figure out what it is right away during the hunt, then we will just die on purpose because it's faster to then get back to the van instead of waiting for the hunt to end. Because usually if we're triggering a hunt, it's a cursed hunt, which means it's 60 seconds instead of a varying shorter length. So we would have to wait that whole time, so then it's just faster to die.
Also an interesting tidbit. So that ghost was a banshee, and that is actually a ghost that actually has an ability to target players differently. So it will choose a player as its target, and that is the player that it will target, for its hunting sanity.
Gorbs in the garage.
Gorbs in the garage. Okay, Slay. There you go. I'm leaving. which is an interesting mechanic. So if you on single player, it really just acts normal. But on multiplayer, your average sanity is how the ghost will normally determine, like your average team sanity, which is listed here. So here's our sanity chart. So like we're at 98% still because we just walked in. But if you're at average 75, but like one person's really high and one person's like really low, like below 50, then it can still trigger a hunt. So that's like just a really interesting mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on
because
the
it will
ghost.
hunt at 50% of whatever its target sanity is.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then, like, during the actual hunt, it will only chase after the person that is its target.
Yes.
So
That's just a fun tidbit for that ghost in particular.
Oh, dots.
The Banshee,
okay, cool.
if the Banshee takes out the intended target, does it switch targets?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
is it just free game?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, so dots and
Also,
gorbs.
we have a fun thing to show. With the lights on. This is Toilet Cat. We love Toilet Cat. All hail Toilet Cat. He blesses our
All
runs.
hail Toilet Cat.
He's a really cute cat that sits on the toilet, and there's a photo. But we love Toilet Cat so much. It's my favorite part of the game. Is Toilet Cat.
And this map is
I love
called
that.
Toilet Cat in my
Yes.
my nickname.
As it should be.
Yes. So you're welcome for introducing you all to Toilet Cat. If you've seen our runs before, you've been introduced, but if you haven't, enjoy. Okay, so we have Gorbs and Dots so far. We've been really speeding through. We've gotten lucky with some of these evidence types that they just happen to give them to us very quickly.
There's
What
no
does DOT stand for?
Detection of the supernatural. So it says, if you look at how I'm holding it, it says it right on the device.
Yep.
So it's detector of the supernatural.
OTS.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I didn't really need to bring in another dots, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Just kind of go on autopilot. Since we already know it's dots. Do you have the thermometer? Okay.
Yeah, I'm temping right now. We're at
Okay.
3s ish.
Okay, I
There's
don't
been no
see-
UV.
Yeah, there's been no UV with this either.
So I think we
I
can
would-
rule it out because there's no Obake in the list.
Yep.
Typically, you can, like, if you're not getting an evidence type repeatedly, you can rule it out. But there are certain scenarios, like, for instance, with the UV, if Obake is one of the ghost types that's, like, in your list of possibilities, then, like, don't rule out that UV because the Obake has a specific ability where it can,
Hello.
like, not show its UV. So, like, it can, like, if it touches a door, it won't leave UV evidence all the time.
Yep.
So, like, it can, like, completely mess up your run, like...
Freezing.
Freezing? Okay, nice.
Yep, freezing.
Then you can, like, get it wrong if you're like, oh, it's not UV because it touched the door and didn't leave UV. But then you cross out UV, but then Obake gets eliminated. And then it ends up being an Obake sometimes, so.
Yeah, so there's a lot of, like, that type of knowledge that we kind of just build up over playing the game. I've also watched a lot of, like, YouTube videos about this game, too. So that, like, adds to the knowledge as well. There's a lot of, like, ghost-specific knowledge that really helps out for this. Oh, this is our least favorite map on this run.
This one is called I Hate This Map, I Hate This Map, I Hate This Map, so.
So this is a Camp Woodwind. So it's not a house. It's a completely outdoor map. It's a campsite. So there's various tents and, like, certain areas of the campsite. This is actually the small campsite. There is a bigger campsite that is a medium map and not a small map, so we don't have to worry about it here. Oh, and we have snow, so that's not going to be great for
It's
being
not
able to find
fog.
dots. Yeah, it's not fog at least, but I guess you said you're better at finding dots in the snow than I am, but
Yeah.
obviously dots are like little white specks.
The gorbs,
that fly. Yeah, or the gorbs. Sorry, gorbs. The gorbs are little white specks that fly across the camera, but so is snow. So
The biggest way that I differentiate, which I actually see one right now,
where?
is that the gorbs will float sideways. You can kind of see here on my little camera viewfinder that the gorbs float
Okay.
sideways, or sometimes they float up. It's by the blue tent.
like outside
It's like
here, or-
outside the blue tent, so
Okay.
I don't know if it's the room
It's-
borders are also really different. It's literally right here, so I don't know what room this technically is. If it's okay, now it's over here. So I think it's this big hallway.
Yeah.
Or this big area here. The picnic tables, that is more than just the picnic tables for some reason. But the room borders on this map are really tricky. No spirit box yet. I'm gonna get the breaker turned on and some lights on. The sanity drain on this map is also
Higher.
a lot higher because you're a lot more in the dark than you think you are. And can be really difficult and very easy to accidentally die because you're not paying attention to your sanity.
Yep. Also, the dots placement over here is just a little bit rough.
Dots on this map is rough. It's a rough
there's
scenario.
not really a wall to put it on, you know? So I'm trying to find the best place to put it.
I'm gonna stick this one here.
Like that, maybe? I think that's the best.
What do we?
Oh, that
That's
one's pretty
probably
good. Yeah, that one's
probably
pretty
the
good.
best we're gonna get here
Okay.
for this.
So we have Gorbs.
Yes.
No spirit box yet.
Just gonna confirm the Gorb location. Yeah, it's by the picnic tables, so it's
Yeah.
definitely this room.
I'm already getting 2s and 1s.
Okay.
So the nice thing about getting the snow is that the weather determines like what the ambient temperature is. So if the ambient temperature starts lower, like with snow, you'll get freezing faster because it will already be closer to the freezing target.
Yeah.
So we're getting 2s and 1s.
Oh, I heard it touch the picnic table.
Oh, I didn't know I could touch the picnic table.
It was either the picnic table or the log UV.
Oh, UV.
Hello. It might be an Obake because I don't see.
Oh,
where's
it's
the EMF
freezing.
reader?
It's freezing.
Oh, it's freezing. Okay.
Yeah, it's freezing.
Never mind.
You want to try Spirit Box one more time, maybe, just to rule out
Yeah.
Mimic? So Mimic is a ghost that has fake ghost orbs, and that's an ability of the Mimic. So you can click ghost orbs, ultraviolet, and freezing temperatures and leave, but it could be a Mimic because you could have Spirit Box and you don't notice because you just got the ghost orbs.
Oh, I
And
gotcha.
the ghost orbs for the mimic count as an ability and not as an evidence. So like
Yes.
if you selected like the ghost orbs, the UV, the spirit box, and the freezing, like there's no ghosts.
Right.
Because the ghost orbs do not count as a evidence, they count as an ability. There's no
Yep.
spirit box, so I think
Okay.
we're safe to leave.
Sounds good. A Hantu is kind of spicy on Woodwind in the snow. A Hantu is a ghost that determines its hunting speed by how cold it is. So if it's colder, it's faster. So the ghost will like have a certain speed that it like walks during hunts. And most of the time it'll just be like a standard 1.7 meters per second is the actual specific speed. But different ghosts can have different speeds, slower or faster, depending on different abilities. So the Hantu, its speed is determined by the temperature of where it currently is located. We have Front Room Breaker.
Perfect.
So
What do you think it's the hardest ghost that you have to face or find evidence for?
Goryo.
Goryo is definitely the hardest in a
Yes.
speedrun to find the evidence for. The Goryo has an ability where, like, its specific ability, all the ghosts have different ones, is that, so it has dots as one of its evidence types, but the dots do not show up in person. They only show up on the video camera. And it will not do dots if there is a player in the room. So you have to stand outside of the room and hold a video camera in your hand and watch for dots. And the dots will show up on the video camera, but not, quote unquote, in person. And it is so difficult to actually get it to do the dots that, like, it often comes to points during speedruns where we're just like, well, it's nothing else, so it's probably a Goryo. And most of the time we're right, because it takes just so long to actually get it to see the dots. that it's like at that point, a lot of times it ends up being more worth it to just guess it's a Goryo and move on. And then if we have to redo the map, we have to redo the map, because if we get a ghost wrong, we have to do the map again. And most of the time that ends up being faster than actually waiting to try and get the Goryo dots.
Right. So I haven't...
in chat. Really quickly, but you think the Goryo, chat and I heard the Oreo. Oreo floating.
Dang, now I want some Oreos.
I don't see Gorbs anywhere.
Nope, me neither.
And I also have not seen my breath anywhere. So
yeah, I'm taking temperatures all upstairs. It was all the same temperature upstairs. So I'm gonna come downstairs and start taking some tempies. Come on, Ghosty, where are you?
Ghosty.
We got lucky with a lot of Gorbs ghosties earlier. Oh, it is in the kitchen.
Okay.
It is already 1 degree in here.
Very nice. Oh, it's throwing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's throwing
Spirit
a lot
box.
of stuff. Spirit box, okay. Spirit box.
Right.
It was like the second we walked in, all of a sudden it just started throwing a bunch of stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go continue to bring in the rest of my evidence.
Right, so while you're doing that, just to remind all of you in chat, FYI, all your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on this channel, GDQ Twitch channel, help support Games Done Quick, Hotfix, and shows like this. So if you enjoy watching speedruns, I see some fantastic questions from all of y'all in chat, so keep those coming. But if you enjoy watching these, consider subscribe to the channel and get access to our awesome emotes and chat with other subscribers during our replays, which will be after this run.
I am putting some salt down.
I'm also putting some salt on. We're still not at freezing.
Okay.
So, dots.
Nice.
And it just steps, so it's not a Wraith. A Wraith has an ability where it cannot step in salt. Okay, so we know that it's
dots.
We know that it's not a Wraith. It's not... I don't believe it's going to be freezing. Oh, I just heard a door touch. Oh, UV. UV, let's go. Phantom. Okay, cool.
Nice. The Phantom will disappear when you take a picture of it. That is the Phantom's ability.
Yeah, that's the Phantom's ability. And it also, during the hunt, it is less visible than other ghosts. So during the hunt, the ghost will always flash, like in and out of visibility.
It'll like blink.
Yep, it'll blink. So a Phantom will be like invisible the majority of the time, basically. And the opposite of that, the Oni, which is like the first ghost we had, will be very visible during the hunt. And we are already on our last map here.
Yep, already on the final one.
Already on the final one. So this is Point Hope. This was added, this is the most recently added map. It's a lighthouse, which is a really novel idea, and it's a really cool design map. I would love to play this more, but because it's a lighthouse, you go up spiral staircases like the entire time, and it makes me really motion sick if I play it for more than like 3 games, basically in a row. So it's a really cool map. I haven't played it too much because of that, but for these like really short speedruns, it doesn't really bother me that much, thankfully. Why am I bringing in? I'm bringing in the wrong stuff. Everything's fine.
Okay, let's see where the breaker is. 2nd floor, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so this map, the way it's kind of structured is very different from all of the other maps in that each of the floors of it is its own room. Except for this first floor, there's like the bathroom and then the like entrance. But then as soon as we get into this like these circular rooms, then each of these floors becomes its own room.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it can be... This map can either be really fast or it can take forever. It all depends on where the ghost is.
I believe it's a 1st floor ghost because it's already a few degrees colder
nice.
in the 1st floor. So that's very lucky for us.
1st floor circle room?
Yes.
Okay.
With the lighthouse tent.
Perfect.
So
I don't see Gorbs.
Now I can bring my dots. I was a little early to that. There we go. But yes,
No spear
it's
box?
like you can literally see how tall this building is. I don't
Oh yeah.
how many, and that is how high you can go up. Like that is all rooms.
You can stand on the balcony at
Yep.
the very top of the.
Yep. And
Very
look
top of the
down.
map.
Oh, wow.
You can see the van when you look down there. Oh, it creaked something. I don't know what that was. Probably just an ambient noise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're already at 4 degrees, 3 degrees. Okay, I'm putting the salt down. Oh, writing.
Nice.
No UV, as far as I
Okay.
can see. I'm gonna go back. We don't need another writing book since we already got that, but I'll bring in more dots and then
I
more
already
salt.
brought in the other writing book.
Think that's okay then.
We can get EMF off of it, so.
Oh, true. Okay, bring in salt. There's also this bell that you can ring. So every time we walk past it, you have to ding dong. Ding dong.
I call this
ding
map
dong.
ding
Everyone
dong.
does.
Ding dong.
I got a 1.4. I don't know what the lowest you got is.
That was lower than what I had earlier, so.
It's
No
like
spirit box?
hovering closer to the between 1.0 and 2.0. I didn't get any spirit box yet.
Okay.
We can try again if you'd like.
Okay.
Oh, it's touching things. Hold on. Writing again.
Writing again.
What did it creak?
I have no idea. I don't know if those are ambient sounds
Weird.
or.
Oh,
heard
yeah, that might be a lighthouse ambient.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, it's definitely touching something, I think. I don't like it. Whatever it's doing, I don't like it. It's over here. Oh, it's touching the grate of the fireplace.
Oh, I wonder if that can leave UV.
It probably can. Yeah, it's the... Ugh, I hate that squeaky noise. Anyway, I'm gonna actually spirit box now.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll leave.
I discover new things about this map every single time. Oh, spirit box.
Spirit box. Okay, cool. So we need one more evidence.
Yeah. So we have writing in spirit box.
Yep. Tempe.
Can't be a Goryo, so we're chilling.
Oh,
on
freezing.
that. Okay, nice.
All right. That was it. So time will end once the black loading screen comes up after we and it says initializing. So I gotta make sure I mark that correctly. Freezing. Oh, it's a Moroi. Moroi is a fun ghost. It curses you.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you listen to it on the spirit box, you see Grace's sanity is already
Is a lot lower.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
And that's time.
And that's time.
Yee!
Let's go.
You made that look so easy.
I think that's a PB for us too. Oh my gosh. Let's
Oh.
go. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, well, let's see.
What was the final time?
32, about 32:33.
Nice. Let me
Nice. I think that is a PB because I think our PB was like 34 or something.
I thought so too. 33:47. So yeah.
What?
Yay!
PB.
PB!
Let's go
GDQ
PB.
PB.
GDQ PB. That was awesome. The RNG was really kind to us today.
Yeah, right?
Very, very kind. We let us
Very kind.
speed through.
Love it. Love it. But yeah, thank you so much for showcasing that. Like, it's so cool to watch people run that and like just plow through everything. 'Cause I've tried playing it a few times, and I'm very good at being a target for ghosts.
That's
we'll
so
leave it at that.
understandable. I feel like once you gain the knowledge, then you like get over that learning curve. But the learning curve is kind of steep for this game.
It is a very steep learning
Yeah.
curve, but then like definitely once you like play a lot, and like kind of start to nitpick and know all of the different things about the different ghosts, it goes so much smoother.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, and on professional difficulty again, you two made that look freaking easy. That was amazing. But yeah, where can everybody find you? And you have run you might have runs for Frost Patel. I'm not sure, but if you have them, plug them. Where can I find you? What are you playing?
Yeah, we don't have any runs for Frost, but you can
Ah.
find me on Twitch at MelMel1997, and pretty much all socials and that as well. I'm on Blue Sky, I'm on YouTube, on TikTok, all that jazz.
Yeah, and you can find me twitch.tv/Princess Shortcake. There's a 1 and a 3. And most socials are either some variation of Princess Shortcake or Princess Grace. But yeah, again, I'm Grace, Princess Shortcake. Pronouns are she, her. Thank you for letting us show you some gals, Mo. We love doing this run and playing this game.
Thank you for coming on. It was so amazing and absolutely like mind blowing as you went through all of those. And congrats on the PB again. So everyone, GG's one more time for this fantastic duo of Pearl and Grace doing Gals Mo on professional difficulty. But for that, I have to say it is unfortunate. I just looked at my other camera and that's a little weird because I'm on my backup system. Right now, that means we are done with this fantastic Reem Patel's episode of Express Lane. Now, if you have any runs that are 60 minutes or less and you want to be on the show, head to gamesonclick.com/hotfix and submit your runs. I want to see them. But that said, if you missed out on any of the awesome runs today from either Awfully Silly or the show Express Lane, I got you, boo. Stay tuned, and we're going to replay old shows right after this. Plus, tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern to watch the newest episodes of Crosshair and Speedruns from the Crypt.